Master Dutchy Beats.
Oh, my fucking tea's cold, man.
Is it cold now?
Yeah.
Put it in the microwave.
That's cool, man.
You got a microwave over there?
Just firm it, bro. I'll just firm it.
I'll have to do it if you want it.
Nah, I'm gonna drink it, bro.
Put it in the microwave.
I can't drink it anyway. COVID, man.
Huh?
Can't drink it because of COVID.
Oh yeah, fuck.
How many times have you had COVID now? Just once? Twice?
Yeah, I only had one. What about you?
No.
None!
Nah, man.
What, even when your daughter had it?
Yeah.
You didn't get it?
Nope.
Oh, you smashed it. I had it once before the vaccines come out, innit?
What's that, AIDS?
COVID. Yeah, COVID, man. No, I went and got the AIDS test, I didn't have it. It's negative.
I thought the AIDS test is when you call your ex if you're still alive. It's been 10 years and some shit. Like, you good?
Have we started yet?
Yeah, we started.
Have
I'm gonna have to like fuck with these levels because they keep going all over the place.
Yeah.
They look like they're alright on there, but I don't know. So like, let's catch up with the stuff that happened off mic here. So first of all,
There's
Tell me
pretty
about
big
prolapse.
we're not doing that.
I think there's-
We're not doing that.
Don't
And
look
then
up
you said-
prolapses.
And don't look up.
But that's not what we're talking about.
something else. Pegging. You said about pegging or something.
Pegging.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
pegging,
look
yeah.
that up either. Pegging.
To be fair,
Pegging.
with pegging, if that's you can look up pegging.
Yeah,
if that's
yeah.
your thing.
If that's your
What is that
thing.
to do? Peggy Mitchell or something like that? Or-
Yeah, it's Peggy Mitchell.
Yeah.
Peggy
so-
Mitchell doing it up the bum with a dildo.
What the fuck? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's where the term comes from.
If that's your thing, yeah, if that's your thing, then go for it, innit, man.
Yeah.
But AC was calling me
Margaret
That's right.
Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher
Yeah,
capitalist, yeah?
Yeah.
When AC's the biggest fucking capitalist out here.
Bro, I'm not. That's what I was saying to you. I'm not a capitalist, innit?
You jumped on the first opportunity to sell me one of your
No,
black
you didn't
plates
even
the
know if
other
I was
day.
gonna say. I was gonna offer it to you for free, but
No,
you
no,
just said
no.
I'll pay for it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, but I think we both knew that was coming. There was going to be some kind of favour involved.
This is the fact of the matter is,
Yeah.
all of us here are capitalists.
No, I'm a socialist.
You're a fucking liar, bruv.
Bro, I'm
No,
like,
you're not.
I'm a communist. I'm an automated space communist. We've been through this shit.
AC.
I'm a fully automated space communist.
I've never seen anybody with more revenue streams than you.
Nah. I'm broke. Most of the time, I'm fucking broke.
Alright, listen, yeah.
Like-
I say, and that's another thing. I don't believe that shit when he says
Yeah,
it,
no, I
and he
don't.
says it a lot, yeah. But I don't fucking believe it because
You know how someone...
Yeah.
So you know how this week, the guy who used to do conversion therapy, like was the biggest advocate of conversion therapy for the church, just came out and said that he was gay.
he's been
Oh,
getting
yeah.
pegged. He's been getting
Yeah.
pegged.
got
So
pegged.
it's kind of like you saying that you're broke all the time.
Nah, bro. Like,
You're trying to convince everybody
I've
that
been
you're
in my overdraft for a few years. Yeah. I've got out of my overdraft again this month because I got. Yeah, it was alright. So this month's been alright.
You're right.
You know, with music, it's up and down. Isn't
Alright,
it?
listen.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. See, anyone who's busy,
Yeah.
I know they're not broke, and you're always busy. You're always
Yeah,
working.
but I don't work.
No one.
I work hard. I don't work smart.
No.
That's the thing. innit?
Really?
Yeah, you have to work.
That
smart.
comes as a complete surprise to me.
You have to work smart, innit? And then
I never would have called that one.
Alright, listen. Not putting people's business out there, but you were the first one out of us to get a yard. Like,
Yeah.
you were out of all the business moves that we did when we were younger. You were always the first one doing them. You got all of us selling CDs. No one was selling CDs in our friend group before you.
Yeah, but my cousin, I just got it off. My
Cool.
cousin.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool, but I'm saying
Who's also a capitalist.
the 100%. He's
Yeah, I
getting
think-
money.
yeah,
He's been
yeah,
getting money.
He is definitely.
Right?
But me,
So-
I'm not on that level, innit? I'm more of an automated space communist that is just adjusting to the world as it is, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Automated space communist.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like when I saw, like when I saw Star Trek: Next Generation, and the way they run their thing now, that's the way forward.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That is the way forward, though.
Yeah.
100% it is the way forward. But I think a bigger revelation came up just now.
Yeah. What was that?
Oh wait, we're still talking about stuff we spoke about before.
Oh.
Yeah. So the fact that you literally never worn a beanie.
Yeah, I never worn a beanie before. Yeah, for real. I just didn't think they looked
How
good
old
on
are
me.
you? You're 40 now, aren't you?
Yeah.
How
I
did you get to your 40th
I didn't think they
year?
looked good on me, man. I didn't think they looked good on me.
Did you not wear one as a kid?
I need to switch this one up so you can see the logo.
Never.
I can't. I honestly, I can't believe you've gone through your beanies. Are my they're my go-to. I mean, I love caps.
Yeah.
I love flat caps and stuff. I've got an untold amount of beanies. I
Yeah,
fucking love
yeah.
them.
I started off wearing beanies, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a little picture of me and Terra when we're babies, both rocking the beanies. You know what I mean? Maybe it got the bubble at the top, or whatever.
Yeah, a bobble hat. Yeah, yeah.
It's the same
That's a
thing,
beanie.
man.
Oh,
Same thing.
okay. So yeah, but I've never had like an adult version.
An adult,
Right,
as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But I think
But you're starting to sell them. You really should like kind of at least give one a go.
Yeah, they went quite well actually.
Yeah.
That was probably like one of my best sellers in one day. We had this. I put because I
They're
didn't
a really
even know.
common item. That's
Yeah.
what makes it really weird that you've never.
And they-
bought
and
one.
I didn't know that my guy had put them on the website, and then someone was saying to me, "Oh, where can I see your stuff for clothes or whatever?" So here it is. And then he was looking at it on the phone. He goes, "Oh, you got beanies?" I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I better share that." So I shared it, and boom, that's what I said it. I was like, "Oh, this is good."
They're really like beanies are a really good item though. Like
Yeah.
they're relatively low cost. They're easy
Yep.
satisfaction.
And they're cheap. They're cheap to make.
They're cheap
Yeah,
to
yeah,
and
make.
they're cheap
yeah,
to
yeah.
sell.
Yeah,
so like
yeah,
whenever
yeah.
you put them up, they just go.
They're instant grat, aren't they? They're instant gratification. You can
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
one for like £15-20 or whatever.
You know what's funny with these beanies? Yeah, I didn't even put them for sale. Like, because I was just like, they're gonna go too fast.
Yeah.
And there's certain people that want to have them, so I just
Yeah.
literally just gave them away for free to certain people, like people that have been good customers over the years.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's no point me putting them up yet, and then maybe I'll put them up in January.
I like those ones though. Like
They're cold, man. They're like
thick-
good quality. They're
yeah,
thick.
the
They're
thick
like
cable
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're better than the blessed ones. So I think the problem with the blessed ones is they're really hard because the stitching
Yeah.
is like really intricate. So not a lot of companies can do them. So I've got to find a company that can either do it the way I want it or make it massive, like blessed, really big on it.
Oh,
But
okay, yeah.
somehow we'll get it done.
The ant ones, that's relatively easy to do.
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
that's why I went for the blessed. They were like, no, we can't do that. I was like, can you do the ant? They were like, yeah, cool.
What about the geezer I put you in touch with? Did he do it?
I think he might have longed me out, man.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think he might have longed me out.
Yeah.
I went with a lot of the stuff I did for the merch stuff, not for the This Is My Hustle stuff, but for my own merch. I went for a company called Awesome Merch because they were doing deals on certain things and they were just super easy, super quick. Like you're dealing with a massive company. So one of the things I do like and don't like is when I'm doing the clothing line, I'm back and forth in like all the time. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? Yeah, we got this, but we ain't got that. And it's like you might take a week for us just to be like, all right, cool, that's what it's gonna be. Whereas with these lot, the only problem I had was with the Vision t-shirts. They were like the something I did on the back. They were like, it's a bit too intricate. Can you change it? Change that.
What are they
sort
called?
of-
Is it like Vista
Awesome
print or
merch.
something?
Kind of.
Yeah.
But they just have like, they just market really well.
Yeah. See, the problem with big companies like that, can you see the fucking not deliberate spelling mistake on here?
Scratching.
Yeah, scraping.
Scraping.
Yeah. So I didn't notice it. The graphic designer who did it didn't notice it. Vistaprint definitely didn't notice it. 'Cause
They
it's
give a
fully,
fuck.
it's fully automated. I got it back. I put it up. But if I was to do that through a small company, they go,
They'd go, yeah,
oh,
can
actually,
check.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
spelling mistake on there. Yeah, I did. The graphic designer, I finally put it up, and the graphic designer was like, "Oh, can I like use that picture to put up on Facebook?" And no one noticed scraping for like whatever it was, the 4 weeks.
I've never
that-
noticed. I've been there how many times? I'm like,
She put it up on her like kind of company page. Within 30 seconds, some
Yeah.
guy went, "What's scraping?"
Tell him it's like pegging.
Fucks, yeah, it's a bit like pegging.
So what she did?
Probably that's pegging. She did me, and she did it again.
Oh,
like, and
okay,
I've
yeah.
got a mate of mine to like. I've got this sitting in my hall cupboard that's been there for like 2 years. That I haven't brought along. That actually says scratching rather than scraping. But it says scraping all over my fucking business cards, all over like the flyers that I did with
You
this
should
on.
invent a new technique. Called
Yeah.
scraping.
That's what my sister said.
Yeah. Your sister's on
My
the money,
my sister, she will not let her go either. It's the funniest fucking thing that's happened to her in like about 10 years.
Shit. So how was everyone's Christmases, man?
Yeah, it's alright, man.
It's a fucking depressing fuck.
I don't know what to say. I saw Christmas Eve because I was supposed to go to my sister's, but I ended up just staying at home by myself, which is fucking wicked.
Yeah.
Like because of that whole Omnicron thing, she's just opened up her shop, and she really can't afford to like me to come from London,
Get ill.
and then like or me get stuck there, or if anything.
And you
was
got
done-
the test at home.
Yeah, I got a test, but I could get it on the way up there.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Like,
because you're going
it's
on
fucking
a train
7
and that,
hours on the way up there on the train and
fuck,
stuff.
Yeah.
And we both decided like we'll just stay at home this year. and it was fucking awesome. Like I went to see. Don't go and see The Matrix, man.
I watched it at home.
Oh, you went to see that on Christmas Day?
Yeah, no, but Christmas Eve.
So what you do on Christmas Day though?
Sat there, got fat, like.
Oh, what, at home?
Yeah, just watch films on TV all day.
What you Zoomed in?
What's that?
Zoom family call or anything?
No, I've got no family apart from my sister. So we're talking. No, we're just chatting on text and phone calls and stuff. And then it was fucking great. Made myself a big vegan roast.
Yeah. Your roast looked good, man.
The corn
I'm
roast.
not gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
What did you make? The corn roast or what?
No, I made like a mushroom Wellington.
What the fuck is that?
So it's mushrooms, onions, spinach, garlic, peppers, like kind of all fried together.
Yeah.
Then I've got Wellington, so you get like the puff pastry. So I fried all that up first, and then I've wrapped it in puff pastry, like kind of made a big. It's called a Wellington. Put that in there.
Is it named after the Duke of Wellington?
Probably. I've not really done the history on it, but probably yeah. That was fucking banging, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I did my my sweet red cabbage as well.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Have you had them lion's mane mushrooms? Because they're like chicken.
Nah. What are they called?
Lion's mane mushrooms.
Have you tried them?
Nah, but someone sent me a picture of them. That they've done fried chicken. It looks like fried chicken there.
Yeah.
And they look like the same. You know how chicken, like the breast is all like them lines in it.
Fibrous. Yeah.
Look like that. Just look at it.
Mate,
people are having that instead of
mushrooms are the one.
Chicken,
like mushrooms are the fucking one. Like mushrooms have got everything that you need in them.
Yeah.
They taste good. They go with absolutely everything. They're the best replacement for meat. I eat far too much fucking like fake meat over Christmas.
Yeah.
Like I'm off it now.
What, that corn shit?
Corn, and I got a load of like sausages and stuff, and I got like a fake chicken roast for like Boxing Day.
Yeah.
And it was all right, but it wasn't.
Here we go. I've been looking for Terry's picture. There it is. Look at it.
Yeah, that looks good, man.
That's serious, man.
Yeah. I was pretty happy with
That's
it.
some
Did you
serious
put
shit.
HP sauce on it?
Nah, I
Fuck,
didn't.
why not, man?
Because I'm not a fucking moron.
I put HP sauce. Like everyone gets annoyed, innit? But I'm just like, nah, man.
On your Christmas dinner.
Yeah. If I have
What
a
is
roast
wrong with
dinner, I'm putting HP sauce
You're
on it. But
such a weird.
I'll put
really
hot
are.
sauce on it as well, though, innit?
See, I put peppers in the. I put hot peppers in the Wellington for sure.
Yeah.
But you got gravy, bro.
Yeah.
But it all mixes together.
Nah,
man.
we took.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
And then like what I do, if cook breakfast, then I'll put hot sauce and HP sauce on it as well. But that's not.
I'm not even too mad at that,
No.
because like people put sauce on their breakfast, like
Yeah.
alright, cool, whatever. Me personally, I don't, because you got beans in it, so you're good. Don't need
No,
sauce.
not enough.
The beans is enough sauce, bro.
No,
The
don't have
bean-
enough taste.
And that's the thing. This is what pisses me off, AC.
Yeah.
You keep calling me a capitalist, yeah, and you're adding extra sauce
Yeah.
when there's already sauce there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I'm a socialist.
Nah, that's not
Because I'm
socialist, bro.
I'm sharing the
You're not.
sauce.
You're taking sauce from other
I
people.
don't think you know what socialism
Nah,
is.
you
AC,
don't.
To be
Nah,
honest.
to be fair,
It's really not that connected to sauces.
It's all about sharing shit, innit?
to be fair, I don't think any of us have a clear.
Yeah, if you're sharing it with homeless people,
Yeah.
that's all good. Putting 3 sauces on your own food.
Yeah, man,
It's
come on.
tripping up.
Nah, bro, you need the 3 sauces. It's all
Nah,
about.
see, I like making tofu like hash. It's kind of like it's supposed to be like a replacement for scrambled eggs.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I do put hot sauce in that, hot sauce and like
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
peppers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, I used to put sriracha in it, but that stuff's fucking horrible now. I can't. You ever had sriracha?
I can't remember what the fuck is that.
It's like
It's like the red, but I swear it's not. It's where is it? It's from like, is it Asian or something?
it's Asian. I can't remember exactly where it's from though. I think it's Thai or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen the bottles of it. I never had it before.
They've changed sriracha recently, man. It used to be so banging, and now it's basically just like spicy ketchup.
Oh,
Like you can't get the proper sriracha over here anymore.
It's best stuff you can't get anymore, man. They
No.
ruined drinks, man. They took all the
Harissa
sugar out of
paste.
drinks.
you had harissa.
What is it different now?
Harissa's no. I just thought like, have you had it? Like I had it in France, innit? France.
I love harissa paste.
That's the one you get, innit?
Yeah.
That was banging. But there's this geezer told me that his mate was like cooking and he would put harissa paste in it and he had it on his hands and that. Then this girl come round and he was fingering her and then it started burning because of the harissa.
I knew
We're
where,
back
you know
to-
what?
we're back to
I
where we
knew where this
were.
was going, man. I knew where it was going. I was just letting it go, man. You gotta let it go sometimes.
So you gotta let it go, just purely because the pure gold that happened on our last podcast happened after we stopped recording.
That's true,
When-
man.
Sometimes, AC,
Yeah.
you come across like a 10-year-old.
What was it? What was that?
Your live stories. We're not going to talk about the last one because we really couldn't broadcast that. But maybe she had 10 orgasms. Maybe she loved it.
No, but even just before you went on.
Fuck was it
Before you
about?
went, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Story.
Before you went live, yeah, Terry was saying, you were saying about how if dogs could talk, like if they had different shaped mouths, they'd be able to talk, yeah. And AC goes, yeah, let's do that then.
That'll be sick.
Like, it's like,
Come
oh,
on, man, that'll be sick. If some scientists can do that, do it. Yeah, just get out there.
Do that then.
Get out there.
Let's
And
just
do
do
it.
it,
Do
man.
what?
Make the mouth shape different so they can talk. I mean, they're fucking hell. They blend and
that's
slice
true.
all these dogs to make a little sausage dog and all that. So you might as well.
That's true.
What
They
was
do a
that?
lot of shit.
You know
They
when
blend
they?
all the dogs to make a sausage dog.
Yeah, yeah,
And
you
you're
know,
not just
like-
thinking of sausages.
Nah, I'm just saying like.
Wait, they're not a sausage. They get a sausage in a dog and make a sausage dog, innit? How
I'm
else?
saying they genetically fuck around with all these dogs, making their different shapes and all the sizes. And that. Why don't? Yeah, we might as well do that. Then.
Yeah, true.
Right, big up Chaiwala,
Yeah.
AC Watersall tea. You know AC.
I'm fairly sure I'm
That's
drinking
the
your
tea
tea
master.
now. Yours is
No,
cinnamon.
no,
that's
no,
yours.
that's
fine,
yours.
okay. Yeah, this
I
is
finished
wicked.
my- Yeah, they're good.
I much prefer it with cinnamon in
Yeah.
than shit oat milk, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's wicked.
No, yeah.
Chaiwala, man, doing good.
They're a chain, innit? They've opened up a few places over the country.
Yeah, cool.
So, yeah, man.
Is it Asian owned?
I don't know, I ain't got a fucking clue.
I hope so.
Better be.
Yeah, with a name like Child Waller.
Listen,
Yeah,
man.
I don't know who owns it, but
We catch any white people owning this company selling Indian spices and tea and shit, we're gonna burn that shit to the fucking ground. So either you sponsor us if you're Asian, if not, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
But either way, you make good tea.
what if they're
I bet it's owned by
Chinese?
Jamie Oliver.
Chinese, yeah, that's cool. We fuck with the Chinese.
What if they're Japanese?
Yeah, 100%. Come on, man. They're
He's
my
half
people.
Japanese.
I'm half Japanese,
Oh,
man.
is it?
Yeah, his real parents are Japanese.
100%.
Oh shit. I didn't know that.
Facts. You gotta know, man. You didn't see my mumlets. You're like kind of Chinese, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, my Christmas was cool.
Yeah.
Again, didn't see family
You
on
were
Christmas
active.
Day.
You were active. Like I saw your I saw Corin's like
A
post.
little bit actually, yeah.
Yeah.
We were kind of mixy. Like in the morning, went to our mum's, then came home.
But you were active all over the period.
Yeah. I was out there, man. Then
Yeah.
went to my mum's, saw my sisters and all that. Saw my
See
nieces
Tara?
and nephews. Nah, I didn't see Tara. I saw Tara's kids though. Tara's daughter, man. She's some genius drawing, man.
Really?
Artwork is nuts.
Is it? Sick.
Yeah, man. She's like, Uncle Nat, look at my my book. I'm like, let me see what you got, man. You know what I mean? These kids, you know what I mean? These
Yeah.
fucking kids. Like, let me see what bullshit you
What,
got.
Tarina?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Let me see
yeah.
what bullshit you got. She gives me the thing. I'm like, oh shit! Like, nah, you're really drawing. I thought
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You see kids be like just drawing a little whatever.
Well, how
they're
old is she
drawing.
now?
She's got to be 12. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm like,
How old's
damn.
your son now?
10.
Right, bloody hell.
Yeah.
God, they're getting old now.
Even like, you know, like that age change, yeah, between like 6, 7, when 6 and 7 years olds, they used to be chatting shit in it, man. They ain't saying nothing good. And then when they get a little bit older, like obviously, actually that's the difference. Serena's never been like that. Serena's always been super smart. Like, but I swear it's something to do with the fact she speaks 2 languages. Girl's a genius. But
Do you
anyway,
speak Russian?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Wicked.
But she's just like, you can have a conversation with her.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can have a better conversation with her than doing fucking AC. Like, fucking.
Wow. Can have a better conversation.
But yeah, but like even his son, like had a little conversation with him as well. I'm like, damn, like you actually like everyone's growing up,
You're
man.
not throwing shit at the wall anymore.
He might a little bit, but
Oh,
like
okay, yeah.
this time he's doing it because he wants to. You know what I mean?
so-
Like,
okay, yeah.
He's just, but he's cool, man. Like yeah, it's cool just seeing seeing the kids, seeing my sisters and stuff. I saw my parents for about 10 seconds that whole time. My mum was in the kitchen cooking. My dad was doing whatever my dad does. No one ever knows what my dad does. But yeah, it's cool, man. I would hopefully. I wanted it to be this year, but it didn't happen. But hopefully this time next year or before Christmas, we'll have a bigger place where we can actually do like invite everyone. Like
In
yo,
Luton.
I wish
The
man, I
perfect
fucking wish.
house. I think it's for sale as well. It's right across there. It's still for sale. The one I was telling you about, the corner house with the big garden.
Bro, talk to
Like-
Corinne. She listens to you. She don't listen to me. Like, you know what I mean?
I did try to talk to her
Fuck,
about it.
man.
Like, she's pretty receptive to most of when I chat to her.
Well, how much is it?
It's not that much, I don't think. I forget how much it was. It was under 200 grand, I'm sure.
Like,
Bro, that's
I'm
sick,
telling you, yeah, you can get like in Luton some nice places. Like, it might not be the nicest areas, but
It's
again,
definitely not.
but do you know what? As I get older, I care less about that shit anyway. I chat to my brother-in-law. He's like, bruv, don't matter where you live, innit? You walk through your front door, you're in your house.
You'd literally be living across the road from me. We could go in the woods and build a clubhouse.
That was sick.
It's across the road. Every time I talk to Corinne about most things, she's pretty receptive. When I talk to her about living in Luton, she shut me down so quickly. It is so quickly.
She don't like it. She don't like Luton.
Nah, but to me, it's one of those things where it's really hard to like. At the moment, what we're trying to do, we're trying to buy up, right? So we're in a smaller place, and we're trying to upgrade, upsize, which is really really hard to do on any level. But when you downsize, whether it be for a cheaper place and it's a bigger place, it makes it so much easier. It takes off. You got way less financial stress. Your mortgage payments are down. Like. And I feel like at now as well, like Kira's about to be 18. I mean, you're an adult, get the fuck out. Mia, she's pretty much a fucking adult as well. If you need to go somewhere, I mean, either give you a lift or Kira will be driving soon. So it's just like, there's no reason to live in London, like be accessible to London or Watford or anywhere even close. You can live anywhere as long as you're not too far out. As long as you're not going past like Milton Keynes and shit. It took me over an hour to get here, near enough. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, cool.
And we're basically in the same area.
Yeah.
Wembley and Watford are basically the same area.
Pretty much. Yeah. Like, if you look, it's like 14 miles or something. But it takes time to get anywhere. So, yeah. But hopefully this time next year, man, we'll be in a different place. But, yeah, man, I've got plans.
That's a good thing about Watford, because Watford, you'll still get a good price for whatever you sell in Watford.
Yeah. We're not in the best position. We're in like the worst position you could possibly be in, owning a property. Not only because we're trying to get somewhere bigger, and we have a flat in an area where it's not the nicest area. Plus, they're about to build a fuckload of flats. So when you're talking about supply and demand, not only that. Like, if you talk about the property cycle, you're kind of...
That area's a lot nicer than it used to be, though. Even when I was a kid. When I was a kid, that was a fucking horrible area. Now, it's not that bad.
We haven't had a murder or a stabbing for a good almost 10 years.
When I was a kid, all the kids from that estate, what's the one in Garston?
Meriden.
Was it?
Meriden
estate.
Yeah.
Those two estates, all the kids from school from those two estates, they were like the hardest kids at school, or had the reputation of being. But like, my cousin is basically your next door neighbour. She lives in a couple of blocks over.
Yeah.
Since she moved there, and I was going down there before I'd like kind of started coming to your place. I was like, fucking hell, this is actually all right. Yeah. Like, it's not that bad. Like, there's all families. Like, you go in the shops, it's all families.
Never had any problems there. Like, the other day there was police riot gear went up to a house and they got the wrong house anyway. So it's just like, even the stuff that happens, it's like nothing's really happening.
Well, it's like my area. Like, it's got a bit of a bad reputation. Hightown's got a bad reputation. You never see any problems around there. Like, I got a knife pulled on me a couple of weeks ago outside my own house because a bloke was nicking the flowers. Did I tell you about that?
No.
So I got...
What the fuck?
They weren't even my flowers either. They're my next door neighbours, upstairs neighbours. So I came home and there was a bloke in my front garden. I was like, what are you doing, bruv? And he's like, I'm getting flowers for I don't want to do an accent and be offensive, but he was basically saying, I'm getting flowers for my wife. And I'm like, could you not go to a shop and get them? Like, he's like, no, I've broken them now. Can I just take them? And I was like,
whoa.
And I was like, you're stealing off me.
Yeah.
Like, you're stealing, and they weren't mine. They were my next door neighbour because in my front garden. And I was like, you're stealing off me. Can you not just fuck off? Like, just drop the flowers and fuck off. He's like, what are you going to do about it?
Oh.
I was like, so now you're stealing off me and you're threatening violence. Like, so I was going to be cool before, but now I'm just going to take you by the scruff of the neck and chuck you onto the road. Like that. And he pulled a fucking knife on me and I was like, take the fucking flowers, go on, fuck off. Like that. So he was shitting himself as well. Like, you could see him, like, that he didn't want to be in that situation. He wasn't trying to be a tough guy when he pulled the knife. I think he was just trying to get out of it. I mean, I wouldn't do anything anyway. Like really, I wasn't gonna like fucking attack him for stealing flowers. But when he said, "What are you gonna do about it?" It just went click like that, and I was like, "Now there's something's gonna happen."
But alright, listen.
But that was once. That was one time, and this guy wasn't in his right mind anyway.
In that case, I'm calling the feds. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll call the police. Say you threatened me. You threatened me with a knife. You're doing 2 to 5, bruv. Like, I'm not having it.
Yeah,
I'm a civilian. I'm a fucking
civilian.
civilian.
The only time I've ever called, I told you about this, like, it was the beginning of the year, the only time I've ever called the police on anybody in my entire life was, there was a couple of, like, and this place has always been a problem down my road as well. Like, anybody that they put in there, there's always been a problem with them.
You did tell me, yeah.
Halfway through the pandemic, I was sitting in the back garden and I just said, help! And I looked up and there was this woman hanging out the front window, like her back window of this flat.
What the fuck?
She was like, get me a ladder. And I'm like, I'm not
Jesus
breaking
Christ.
over 2 gardens to get you a ladder. Get back in the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll call the police if you want. And she's like, no, and went straight back in the house.
Yeah.
Called the police to help her.
Yeah.
But her and her boyfriend were out on the street. It was probably about this time last year, and she was literally trying to it looked like he was trying to chuck her onto the road, but she was trying to chuck him onto the road.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and there was cars going past at fucking 60 miles an hour down Hitchin Road. You know my road. It's it's a main road. So I had to call the police on him, man, because I didn't want her to murder him outside my house. He was mad, man. Absolutely mad. But that. I think this bloke who was nicking the flowers was probably from that house as well. Because I think I don't know who they put in there, like the local authority put people in there. But yeah, they just, thank fuck, man, they just sold it. Like, there's a full sale sign up, and it looked like there was a nice little family, like, kind of cleaning out the front of it the other day. So hopefully it's not going to be. But they had the fucking. I say it's not that bad on my way. They had this 2021 in review of my roads. Like, they had the fucking crack house, the county lines crack house, like across the road, and they were serving up fiends out the front window.
Was that the one you want me to buy? That should be cheap.
No.
That should be mad cheap. No, I want to get that. That should be mad cheap. Take off another 50
They're
grand.
nice houses though. They're wicked houses.
Of course, man. Yeah. Nah, man. I'm like trying to give me a crack house, man. Ex-crack den. I'll do it up, man.
There's a family in there now, actually. I think whatever it was, I think there's it's obviously social housing, but there's a really nice family in there now. Like, Blake's out there doing his garden every week and all that kind of stuff.
Does he get fiends still coming up there bothering him?
It's Hightown. There's things fucking knocking it. It's like Pokemon, isn't it? They're just fucking running around all the time. They're like Pokemon, aren't
Gotta
they?
catch them
They're
all, man.
jittery and hard to catch.
And they can dodge traffic as well, innit?
They can, yeah.
I've never seen anyone dodge traffic like a crackhead, man. Like, especially in King's Cross. They used to just walk straight. They didn't give a fuck if there's green light, red light, whatever the fuck. They just walk. And the cars are just all swerving out of the way of them, and they just
The Green Cross Code means absolutely nothing
to a crackhead. Yeah,
They all got that walk, determined walk.
Yeah. They're all going somewhere and doing something, aren't they?
And the women, a lot of them, I don't know, man. There's a lot of limping going on.
Yeah. The crack limp, innit?
Yeah, I'm always like, damn, man. Please go to the doctor, man.
Yeah. Limping, aggression, and talk of phone credit. And that's that's the general conversation.
This country's fucked, man. Like, we're never gonna deal with like the drug crisis because it's not a
priority.
It's a poor people's problem, innit?
Yeah, it's not a priority at all. I mean, the mad thing is there's things that are set up, but they're all like kind of. They're all privately funded. They're all NGOs and privately funded. Whatever money that does go into them can dry up at any point. So like kind of the nighttime shelters and stuff like that, where they send the vans round in like kind of when it's sub-zero weather to pick everybody up.
Yeah.
That's not government funded. There's no money that comes from that. Like I think I said it on here before, but I used to do like community workshops around the corner, and they. For like kind of vulnerable adults. So there's very, very little funding for like kind of, if you're over 18 or if you're under like kind of 70, there's very little funding that will pick you up.
Of course.
You're kind of going to fall through the gaps at some point there. And the I don't want to bait up the name of the organisation, but the organisation you put on there, I used to go down there. I was supposed to do DJ workshops, but we ended up like just fucking recording poetry more often than not. People writing their poetry and I've recorded for them. And blah, blah, blah. Like dozens of people, and that was all privately funded. There was an organisation that privately funded it, and then all of a sudden that private fund just gone.
Fuck.
Because there was a priority shift.
Yeah.
It's scary, man. It's fucking scary, and they're like. All these people from 30 to like 50 to 60 or whatever, all in social housing, all being means tested, like kind of worried that they're going to lose their accommodation at any point. Like it's fucking mad, man. Like because there's that side of it where their benefits are coming from the dirty fucking Tories, and they're all being means tested, and at any point they could lose their accommodation or told to go and get a job or whatever. Then anything like kind of social that takes them out of that little like kind of bubble of worry that they live in is privately funded, and if there's a priority shift there, that's all gone as well. Yeah. It's horrible, man.
I was working with this so one of my young people talking to his mum, and she was had a drug problem, and she was like, I've spent 40 grand like trying to get clean. And you think to yourself, like, who has 40 grand to try and get clean? Like just normally it's just not a thing that's gonna happen, man. Like it's definitely mad.
Like you said, it's expensive being poor.
For 100%, man. 100%. I keep saying it. Apologies for the sound. The sound has been fucked. We've been trying to do a few things. So it might have been, this first part might be a bit fucked. The second part might not be that much better. We're fucking trying it, guys. We're fucking trying, man.
Well, let me have a listen.
You're not gonna hear what they hear.
Okay.
Do you know? It's so funny as well, because like over this like year, I've been trying to sort out my finances. And then going into next year, so I'm going to start doing limited company again. And there's like, if you have a limited company, there's so many more ways to keep the money you make.
It really is.
But you just have to be making money. And it's just like, it costs, man. When you don't have money, everything costs. But when you got a bit of money, you can just do so much more with it. And keep so much more of it.
What you should really do is, because you buy stock, you should go VAT registered as well. 100%. Like, because that's almost like, I shouldn't really be saying this to be honest, but it's almost a money maker. To be honest,
isn't VAT? I was told until you're earning over a certain amount, don't bother going VAT registered because you get.
If you're buying loads of stock, if you're paying VAT on it, then you're getting that money back.
Oh yeah, okay. But if your turnover, I was told if your turnover is not over a certain amount, then they just start coming auditing you and all that shit.
Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. I mean, that kind of works for limited company as well, because there's no point going limited company until your turnover is a certain amount. But really, limited company, all that means is it's more tax efficient. Because what you can do is you can pay yourself a dividend rather than like a wage, and until you reach like a certain bracket, you're not paying the same kind of tax.
So that's the way I was gonna go. I was gonna go dividend rather than wage.
Yeah, I'll go dividend, 100%. Okay. I mean, you have to be careful with it. I actually got fined, but again, even if you pay the fine off within like the first quarter of the year, you get the fine back.
Okay.
So it's not paying the fine off. So basically, you pay the fine because what happens is you've got this amount as your dividend level. Anything above that, you're paying tax on. But your dividend level goes up the more money that you put into the business. So if you if you buy your new laptop, your sound cards, like all that kind of stuff, and then put that into the business, then what you pay yourself below that is what the company owes you. So you're just taking out what you put back in anyway. So if you go above that, then you kind of get fined basically if if you're paying yourself in dividends. But the thing is, if you put enough money back into the company by the time it's like 6 months after the fine is issued, you get all that money back.
Cool.
It's fucking mad.
This is not financial advice. Go to your fucking accountant, man. Your accountant will sort you out.
You
That's
were saying,
HMRC.
We
you
don't know
saying you
shit.
seen Matrix and it's not good, nah?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was good either.
You
Nah.
saw it as well.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some people saying it's a load of rubbish, and then a couple of people saying it's really good.
Okay. I guess we're a little bit biased in the
Yeah.
fact that we already
Not
seen
thick
the
as
first
shit.
one. Yeah, like it's
And look for stupid meanings and stuff that have no meaning.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but-
not.
but
It's not.
they've
It's
all
not
seen the
deep.
first one.
It's not deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think you
He's
can
trying
really
to be.
beat the first one really. And I think all it does is really it's just world building for the next two movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they
And
going
it's
to do
just-
another two?
100%, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Because nothing happened in this one.
Oh,
All that happened in this one was, you remember the other movies?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they happened. Do you remember they happened?
Yeah.
yeah.
no.
Cool.
This is what joins that world
To this world. That's all they're doing. That's all it is. So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can't even be too mad at it. I was just
Yeah.
like, you could have made it a bit shorter. You could have...
I mean, it wasn't a shit watch. Like, this is what I've been saying. Like, I actually quite enjoyed watching it. Like, it wasn't... And I didn't go into it with any expectations whatsoever. Like, I really, really didn't. I really liked... I really liked the character development in it and stuff like that. With the new characters, I thought the Trinity and Neo...
Yeah.
I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
I don't...
You have to
What
care.
about the new Morpheus?
I thought
There you go.
that was a really good idea. I thought the new Morpheus was
So how
actually a
come
wicked idea.
Lawrence Fishburne couldn't do it?
So it isn't Lawrence Fishburne.
But Lawrence Fishburne's dead, isn't he?
No.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. No, dead in the film.
In the film.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
So this is like, it should be like a
So
different version.
should I
of
do
him.
a spoiler or not?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert,
Alright,
if you're going to
spoiler
watch
alert.
the fucking Matrix, you're...
So Neo has been put back into the Matrix. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
he
I
died.
thought that
Yeah.
because the thing.
So
Yeah.
he died in him and Trinity died.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But the Matrix took them, and for reasons you'll find out in the film. But the Matrix took them, rebuilt them in this whatever it was chamber. I can't remember. It's a reanimation chamber or whatever it's called, and then reinserted them back into the Matrix.
Yeah.
For reasons you'll find out in the film. And as part of Neo's like kind of path, what he did is he became a games designer, and he actually designed the new Morpheus as an amalgam of Morpheus and Smith.
Whoa. Okay.
So as part of like this game that he did, he was I can't remember what they called it. This kind of sub game where he was searching around subconsciously for the Matrix again. But he designed this one character who was an agent in this sub game, kind of like Smith. He was like the main agent,
Yeah.
but he had elements of Morpheus in him as well. So he then becomes the new Morpheus. So the new Morpheus is actually a program. He's not a real person.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because in the Matrix 3, what was it called? I can't remember. Revolutions, isn't it? You were saying. So they all died, didn't it? Morpheus died.
No, Morpheus died years later. But
So he didn't die in Matrix 3.
no. He died like years and years and years later. It's all in the film. Like,
Oh, they
it's all
say in this film that
They
he-
say in this film what
Oh
happened.
no,
to
but
him.
why did Lawrence Fishburne go in? Did he just not want to be in it?
He
And
probably
then-
just didn't want to be in it,
Yeah.
or they just wanted new blood.
Oh.
Because they're setting up an entire new set of new characters.
He's probably sick of working with fucking... What's his
See,
name?
that's the thing.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
He's with him every like,
Yeah.
bro. We're doing what we doing. We're doing John Wick.
Oh,
10
he's
of
in
them.
John Wick as well.
Yeah, we're doing John
yeah.
Wicks.
Oh, I
We're
didn't
doing
know that.
Matrixes.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
doing like he's like, bro,
Yeah.
give me a break for this motherfucker. He's non-acting motherfucker because
Me and you need some time apart.
yeah, because
yeah.
Keanu Reeves cannot act. Like he is not a good actor. You have to put him in like films that
Films
will
that
work
suit
for
him.
him. Yeah,
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
can't. So the Matrix is kind of can work for him. He's a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
robotic and whatever.
With Dracula, that didn't work, man.
Nah,
Nah.
because he's not a dramatic actor.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like I rewatched John Wick 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They're fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're sick. Oh shit!
So
Hold
good.
up. Wait, have you seen Nobody?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Ooh, that is cold. That's like
What's that?
It's like John Wick, yeah. Like literally
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same storyline as
With
John
Keanu
Wick.
Reeves as well.
Nah. This is with what's his name? The guy from Breaking Bad, the lawyer guy.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah,
him.
Better Call Saul was his name. Yeah, it's fucking
Slipping
awesome.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Right. He bodies that shit.
He's really good though, man.
Yeah.
Like he's a good actor and he's funny.
Yeah, man. But it's like
Okay, I need to
it
check
has
that
the
out.
same. It's all the same shit as fucking.
That's a proper hidden gem as well. Like
Yeah.
I just saw it on iTunes and I was like, okay, I kind of like that guy, and I've rented it.
Yeah.
It's fucking wicked.
Yeah, it's like it's one of them. I watched it for free, but it's worth the money. Still.
Yeah.
And what about that? Don't Look Up or something.
Yeah, it's
seen
fucking
that?
great.
That's
You
wicked.
almost went into MC mode then as well. What about when I want to make? Yeah, Don't Look Up is fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's really, really
It's
good.
sick.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
sick. I watch it with Mia.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mia, you get it? Yeah? You get it? You get it? She's like, yeah. I don't know if she got it, but
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, man. It's a really good film.
Yeah,
man.
it's wicked. It's
I
funny.
was told as well. Have you seen Operation Odessa? Seen that?
I
It's a
did watch
documentary
that.
on Netflix.
That's
about,
older, isn't it?
Yeah, my cousin was telling me about it today. He was saying there's two Russian mobsters.
Yeah, I did
in
watch that. It was
Florida or
fucking
something,
great. Yeah.
Who sell a nuclear submarine to the Colombian drug cartel.
That's
or
right.
something.
It didn't actually exist though, did it?
I don't know. I'm just
yeah.
saying. He just told me watch it, and he goes,
It's a really good film.
And he was saying, don't fuck with cats as well. It was good.
Don't fight.
I
Have you
ain't
watched
seen
that?
No.
That was massive.
Mate.
How do you miss that?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah.
It was the biggest thing at that time.
That was like the Tiger
Yeah,
King
yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it went crazy with that one.
I ain't seen. I seen Tiger King.
That was like there's always like the one big Netflix movie or Netflix
Yeah.
series, and that was
that event at that time.
yeah, that was like the Squid Games.
Have you seen the?
I hadn't seen Squid Games yet either.
Have you not seen Squid Games?
What Squid Game, man? Squid Game's cold. Go
Is it
watch
good,
that, go
yeah?
watch that.
It's wicked right until the last episode. Like the last 5 minutes of the last episode,
Yeah.
it just goes off the rails. Everything other than that is fucking great.
Oh shit!
Have
I
you
seen
wa-
Wheel of Time on Amazon
On
Prime.
VHS.
Oh, what's that shit
Nah,
you lot tried to get? What's that shit you lot tried to get me to watch, man?
The Expanse.
Nah, it was like The Expanse. Terry, you can't even laugh because you're in this shit as well.
I do like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking. Foundation.
What is it? Foundation.
Foundation.
You lot can fuck off, man. You lot can fuck off. You lot almost got me with that shit.
Whoa.
Because you lot were talking about it, I was like, what the fuck you lot talking about, man?
Foundation's good,
Yeah,
man.
cool.
Cool.
Innit?
So I was like, let me watch this shit.
Yeah.
So I put it on, yeah. They're like, 15 minutes in, I'm like, these motherfuckers almost got me, man. It's just,
Admittedly, so do you know what? Admittedly,
Why you like it?
they're like, it's not going to be for me, man.
You know what?
man.
No. You know the thing is, yeah. Like, see, like it's the same with the Expanse. Yeah, a lot of these series, like, same if you watch like Star Trek Next Generation, the first series was pretty shit.
I ain't got a
same
first
with
series
Deep
to
Space
give,
Nine.
bruv.
First series was pretty
I ain't
crap.
got first season.
Yeah,
but
it's too much shit.
A lot of these series, like, they take a little while to get into the swing of things, innit?
See-
You can't do that in 2021. I don't even have. It's not that I have so many things to watch. I have so many channels I can choose
yeah,
from.
yeah, that's
You
true,
need to
that's true,
hit
that's
me,
true.
man. Like Ozark exists.
So
I ain't
Foundation,
seen that either.
right? You ain't seen Ozark.
See what I'm saying?
What the
I
fuck?
don't even trust you anymore, man.
Yeah, but I ain't got enough time to watch all this shit.
Thank you. So I can't be like, oh yo, I'm gonna give you 21 episodes, yeah, just a slow burn. I'll give you 21 just to like get me in it now.
Nah, all I'm saying, like the Expanse.
It's
yeah,
38
like,
hours. You just have to go through that.
you need to persevere with the Expanse. Trust me, it gets.
No,
Expanse is never
we're not
happening.
talking about the expansion.
Foundation.
Bro, I don't even know why you think it's got shit graphics and shit. It's good.
Foundation, right?
Yeah.
I was, because they were teasing with like bits and pieces on that on like kind of Apple TV for months and months before.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I quite like the look of this. The first 2 episodes, I was like, I'm going to stick with it because it's going to go somewhere. It's mad confusing, like it's super confusing because all the characters,
time jump, innit?
the
It's the
time
same.
drops,
Yeah,
because all
yeah.
the characters are exactly the same all the way through. If it's like fucking 1600 years
Yeah,
later,
yeah,
they're all exactly the same.
Okay.
But when it got to the end, like the last 2 episodes, and I know exactly what you're saying, this doesn't justify or counter what you were saying. The last 2 episodes, I was like, yeah, this is on. And when you said that was the last episode, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Because it just started to make sense.
Right.
Have you watched Dark?
Yeah, love
Dark.
it.
No.
See,
What's
Dark.
that?
That's the shit.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
Is that similar to that then?
Yeah, as far as like the,
What's that
the
on? What
time.
channel?
No, Dark is more like...
Yeah, Dark is like real life shit, but
Yeah,
it's like set in
It's Germany, yeah.
Right.
It's more like Stranger Things. It's
Yeah.
like kind of
Yeah.
parallel to Stranger
Yeah.
Things.
But with mad time, different people, and it's all related in a way.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, I like that kind of shit, yeah, because it's like, it makes you feel like you're smart even though you're not.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if I can understand it, how smart can I fucking be? Right, but it makes you're like, oh shit, because that's his granddad, and then, oh, that's him from 1953, is the same thing from 1988, and you're like going,
See, that I like everybody slags it off, but that's why I really like Cloud Atlas.
See, I need to watch that.
That's
as well.
such a fucking good film.
Yeah.
Like there's 2 films that everybody says is shit, and I absolutely fucking love. It's Cloud
I like
Atlas
Cloud Atlas. I can't remember.
and Vanilla Sky.
I like Vanilla Sky
I
as
seen
well.
that.
Vanilla Sky is a fucking great film.
Sometimes you gotta watch
Tom
things
Cruise,
like,
yeah, Vanilla
Yeah,
Sky,
Tom
innit?
Cruise. Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of films I'll rewatch. I watched some film the other yesterday actually. Today called Parallel. Another one. Have you seen
I ain't seen it.
So Parallel. There's another. There's so many films that.
Parallel.
people talk
What's
about.
that?
Parallel is about these people that find a parallel thing to a parallel universe.
Yeah.
What's that movie with the time travel? Supposed to be the most complicated time travel movie.
Oh, I don't know.
Fuck. We're gonna find it.
Terminator.
You talk amongst yourselves.
Back to the Future.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
What other time?
We
travel
haven't
films
even
are there?
talked.
The Time Traveler's Wife. That was shit. You seen that?
Why did you watch that?
It was on a
that's
plane.
That's a book that my mum read.
It was on the fucking plane. I didn't have a choice. It just showed it on the plane. I was like, what
You
the
never
fuck?
cease to amaze me with your
Nah,
fucking film
dead.
joy. The Time Traveler's
It's on the
Wife.
plane, man.
What's going on? My Wi-Fi's not even.
What's that other one? The Multi Shades of Grey or whatever it's called.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, have you watched that?
Yeah, I got forced to watch that.
Of course you
That
watched
was
it.
dead.
You
I fell asleep halfway through, you know.
What's that one about the stripper? What's it called?
Strip
Magic
tease.
Mike.
Magic
Primer.
Mike, yeah.
Primer. You not heard of Primer?
Yeah, Primer, yeah, that's
Right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like it's kind of in
That
that
is
vein.
next. That is next. That Primer and Pi. Have you seen Pi?
No, I don't think I've seen.
It's
Pi.
basically about a Jewish mathematician. It's black and white in
Okay.
Brooklyn. Those two films are next to impossible to like kind of keep up with.
Yeah. So it's like it's similar vibe to Primer,
Okay, yeah.
but a bit more action and a bit more kind of a bit crazier, but not as good. I don't think.
Right.
I just think Primer's like. It's a really good film.
What's
on
that
a really
on?
small budget. It was on.
Yeah, Prime
I
is
think
like a-
it was on Prime.
Because Primer is like a classic, zero budget, amazing
Yeah,
site.
man.
It makes the top 100 list of all the like sci-fi films ever
Yeah.
made, doesn't it? Like, because it had fuck all budget. It was like by two students, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, I need to check that.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Classic storytelling. We haven't even talked about
Stop. We're not gonna do it yet.
What? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man and
Nah, we're not
Hawkeye.
doing Spider-Man because I ain't seen Spider-Man.
I ain't seen it.
You not seen Spider-Man?
No, bruv. I
I
went to
seen
go and everyone was fucking.
I seen
Oh,
a
got
couple
the Omari
episodes
on.
of
I
Hawkeye.
want to talk about Spider-Man.
Just talk about it and just don't do spoilers. Or just say if it's good or not.
I nearly cried twice.
Coherence.
Oh,
I nearly
Coherence.
cried twice.
Now I know Spider-Man's gonna be the one, so I'm just gonna
Coherence.
chill on that. Coherence is another
Yeah.
film, and it's about. So it's a dinner party, right? And then they're like, they go, the lights will go out, and they're like, "Yo, what's going on?" And they see there's another house with the lights on.
Yeah.
So they go to one of
Oh
them goes
shit!
to the
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
And he comes back and they're like, "What happened?"
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, what's he's all freaked out, and he's just like,
It's like a dinner. They start with a
Yeah,
dinner party.
yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. I started to watch it and I fucking fell asleep.
"Yeah, it's one of them,
Yeah,
man."
yeah.
It's like, and he's like, "I just saw us in the house."
Yeah.
And then they figure out that there's like
Parallel universe.
yeah, there's two of them, and but everything one does, the others do, and they're trying to like figure out, right? Yeah,
That's what they. You know what they were saying, yeah? That they found a fucking wall at the edge of our universe, innit? There's like a. You read about that?
No,
Seen
but I
it?
fully believe in parallel universes.
Yeah, no, they said there's like a flame, like a white wall or something, or flaming wall or some shit they found, and then they were
Where the
like,
vaccine comes from.
maybe, but then like they were saying that it was like this wall, it makes our universe. It could be a bubble, and then there'll be other universes, and we might be just a bubble in someone's glass of Coca-Cola.
He was with me. I was with
I was
him
with you
all
until
the
that
way.
point. I was with you until it got to the end of Men in Black.
No, that was my add-on there. That was my add-on. The rest of it was written in a proper.
That is what happens at the end of Men in Black.
Yeah,
Fucking hell,
that's good.
man.
That bit. I like that bit. I like that. When our universe is in a marble, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the aliens throwing the marbles. But yeah, so they were saying there could be, parallel universes where it's the
There was a
same.
massive Coca-Cola at the logo
or-
at the end of the universe.
Or they could all be different.
I would theorize that they would all be different.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be versions of us.
The parallel universe thing they were saying was that our electrons spin this way, isn't it, or something, and in another universe, if the electrons are spinning the other way, we wouldn't be able to feel them or anything because they're spinning the other way or some shit. And so that's why parallel universes could exist over the top of ours.
I fully think that it's all around us all the time, and it's kind of like layers on top.
Yeah, that's what they're
Yeah,
saying with
yeah.
the spinning electrons.
Yeah, yeah.
So
just out of our light spectrum and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
So it's unperceivable by us.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't there be? To be honest, that's same as
so
why
you
wouldn't
could
there be
have,
aliens?
there
Why
could
wouldn't-
be a man and a woman fucking on us right now.
No, but I wouldn't think. But I think
wouldn't
the
know.
other levels wouldn't be us. They wouldn't be like us in any sort of way.
No.
Oh yeah, no, it might not be.
So there
at
wouldn't
all.
be people. And again, like someone was saying about there could be life outside of our galaxy, but we would never know because they can never get to us and we can never get to them.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
unless we can fold space, unless we learn how to do that.
yeah, but then you're kind of fucking with the whole process of what it is. So then,
Nah, because they were saying that because like if they find wormholes, all that shit, then you can be here and just go.
yeah, I know. But again,
Instant.
I feel like theoretical physics is like a load of bollocks. It's just you saying some shit that,
You can just make it up.
Yeah,
You
it's
can just
kind of,
you can theorize it, and then you have to try and prove it.
and none of them can ever prove it.
None of them
So
can
it's
ever
like-
But
prove
there
shit.
are those bits in space where, when it was saying dark matter in it.
Yeah.
Where there's just nothing, they can't see it, but there's something there, and it's not a black hole.
Yeah.
It's unmeasurable mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that could be like.
But I think the most you can affect, or it's going to affect, is time and space. But then, not to the amount that we want it to affect it.
Yeah.
Because obviously, every time and space is governed by gravity, right? So different gravitational pull is going to be different in different places or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's the only difference. So time moving faster in certain places, moving slower in certain places, all that shit. But it's not enough to the stuff that we always want to take it to the fantastical level of the idea of like time travel and black wormholes and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, really and truly, if you find the wormhole, you go through it, you'll just probably just disappear.
Yeah.
You
to
wouldn't know
nothing.
where you go. You have to
Yeah.
put a probe through it and see where
You couldn't do that because
fucking-
again, it's like you're trying to like, how can I put it? You got stuff from one world made from what we have.
Yeah.
You're trying to put it through a whole different.
No, but if
process.
you. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but if
And
you
you can end up on the other side in the Planet of the Apes, like Marky Mark.
True. True.
And he never got his career back after that.
Yeah, he fight his career died after that,
Shit.
didn't it? Yeah. But I reckon no, it didn't. It went fucking massive.
I don't
didn't
want
it?
to see him ever again though. I hate him.
No, I'm not the biggest Marky Mark fan.
Not even because of the racist shit either. Like I don't care about that shit. I just think he's a shit actor. And
Yeah.
I don't want to see the last.
Well, he was good in the other guys. With
Yeah, that's the
Will
last
Ferrell.
thing. The other
That's
guy's the
I've
last
seen
thing
him in
because
everything
you're a
else.
straight guy.
Planet of the Apes and that.
Look, because he's like
He was rubbish in that Four Brothers film. That was crap.
he's
Yeah,
a
shit,
really the happy. You got to watch The Happening, man.
Oh, yeah, that was crap.
You got to watch him in
I
that,
saw
and then
yeah,
you'll just go, "What's going on?" Like
that
you're
was
trolling us.
Yeah, that film was rubbish. man.
Yeah, I've never really made a habit of watching any of the Transformers films, but one of them was on.
Oh, he's in one, isn't it?
Yeah, it was on Sky, and I was like, okay, cool, it's something to watch for a little bit. It's honestly like they're taking a piss.
Yeah, I turned it off after.
It's like,
half an
how
hour,
is he
man.
getting the big money for this?
Because this is the thing, yeah. It's the same with Keanu Reeves, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to put them in the films
Keanu
that.
Reeves is likable. Like,
Yeah.
Keanu
Nah.
Reeves is like, we love Keanu Reeves because he is one of the best human beings on the planet. Like, he's such a fucking lovely bloke. Marky Mark is a religious fundamentalist cunt.
Is he?
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
who got done for racist attacks.
Yeah. But what was he in? What was he in before that was good?
He's been in some good
Boogie
stuff,
Nights.
Yes,
Boogie Nights is really
man.
good.
No, the
Yeah.
other film he's with him, DiCaprio and them, man, and Jack Nicholson.
Departed.
Oh, he got nominated for
Party?
that as well. But he was
Yeah, I ain't seen
just
that.
playing a cunt.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
So, like,
If you keep him in Boston, right? So any film that takes place in Boston,
is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Keep him in Boston, and make sure that he's like the straight guy in a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
You can put him in that. He can do what he does. But when you put him as a fucking science teacher, you're like, fuck off.
What was that piece of shit film that was on Amazon where he was like,
I watched it for like 10 minutes and was like,
Yeah,
what?
this is-
That's what started my hate.
yeah,
Because
this
then I was
is-
just
what
like,
was
so but he's a bit like
fuck is it
Highlander
called?
or something like that because there was like warriors
it
through
was
time
so
or
shit.
something and they end up in different bodies and they're fighting to save the world or some shit, some ancient order.
he produced that film as well.
I bet he did. It was a fucking awful film. Terrible film.
Highlander was pretty bad as well. when you look.
I watched a bit of
What's his
Highlander the other
filmography?
day. Actually, it was again. It was on just on Sky because I got Now
Christopher
TV.
Lambert's
Infinite.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's
man.
called Infinite.
Infinite, yeah.
That
it's
is a terrible film.
It's so
Oh yeah, I seen the advert
fucking
for it.
bad.
Right, I didn't watch it.
Terrible. Don't bother, man. Like that, it's almost worse than Bloodshot.
Okay.
At least Bloodshot, I quite like Vin Diesel. Like I could kind of roll with it.
Yeah, I fuck with
Like,
Bloodshot. 'Cause
yeah,
it's
yeah.
shit, but it's like it's fun.
It knows its shit as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Like the yeah, that was terrible.
This
man.
was trying to be like Matrix. They had a bit of a budget. You could tell they gave them a little bit of a budget as well. So it didn't look that crap.
I mean,
but
the
you could
concept
tell.
wasn't terrible. So there was the other one that was on Netflix with Charlize Theron, where they were like ancient warriors and they went through time trying to like kind of save humanity. I can't remember what it's called. Old Guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was alright.
Yeah, I really like that. Like it knew what it was.
They got to do a sequel to that, man.
That Tomorrow War was all right, half of it.
I kind of liked Tomorrow War. I thought
the
that
end,
was alright.
it kind of just went not that great. but
Amazon
that's-
have had some good films recently.
Yeah.
Amazon don't fuck about,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, Tomorrow War is a good idea, and then it just went a bit crap towards the end.
See, there's like I actually really liked.
Yeah.
What's that one with Will Smith where he's with the trolls and
Oh yeah,
like he's a policeman.
Bright.
Bright.
Well, I really liked
Yeah,
Why
I
that.
did they
thought Bright
do a
was good.
sequel to that?
They did a cartoon version. There's
Did
a
they?
cartoon of it.
Oh, there was.
Yeah.
I really like the concept
Yeah.
of that. As
I
well.
thought it was sick.
That got roundly fucking slated.
I don't know why.
No, I thought it was wicked.
I watched it and was like,
Who
this
was
is
the
my
guy
shit.
playing
Yeah.
the orc though?
What's his name? People tell me that I look like him, but it's only because I've got small eyes. What's his name?
He built like a battle droid. I don't know. But yeah, he
Built
definitely.
like a battle droid.
Oh no, it's battle dwarf.
Built like a battle droid.
Synchronicity. That's a good film as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was that one? Synchronicity?
Yeah, with my man from the new Captain America, and who else is in that film?
Do you know what? I've watched so many of them recently on Amazon that I'm
Amazon,
starting to forget them.
It's like
I'll watch them once and I'm like, yeah, that was really good. I'll probably watch that again at some point. And then
yeah.
I'm flicking through and I'm like, have I watched that or not?
listen.
The thing is, like a lot of these ones, when they get derivative of older films, you're like, do you know what? It's just a rehash of Aliens. I'll just go and watch Aliens. So
Yeah.
that's the problem with a lot of these new ones where they rehash the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
And then that kind of like makes me think, oh no, it's too like.
Yeah.
Whereas like Aliens, I can watch that.
Oh,
again and
synchronic.
again
Sorry, my bad.
kind
Synchronic.
of thing. Or,
Yeah.
or Predator, I can watch
Yeah,
that
yeah.
again and again. But watching these new ones where it's the same concept and they're even doing the same kind of what do they call it, tropes or something?
Yeah, the
that
same
happen,
tropes, yeah.
Then you're just like, oh.
Well, that was the thing with the Matrix. That it was the first Matrix again,
oh,
but
okay,
shit.
yeah.
Like, but not as well. Like, kind of
Right.
with stupid. Like, the thing that got me about it is they tried to like kind of pull it in and like kind of make it a kind of parody of itself at first because they made it into like some kind of like this video game thing. And it's like, oh no, it was actually just a video game. It's like, of course it wasn't. It's obviously fucking Neo, and he's obviously being put back in the. And they tried to like kind of play it off like that. And it's like they're talking about the Matrix and stuff like that, like it was a computer game. It's like, oh, was Neo actually just on like kind of had. I don't know, split personality disorder this entire time. Of course it's not.
Yeah,
of course it's a fucking Matrix. Of course that's fucking Neo. And
They
of
should have
course
made it that he did have split personality and it was all just an illusion.
Yeah,
and
it was
fucked.
ridiculous. It was fucking shit.
Because in the flipping in Matrix 2, innit, they say that he is actually the sixth Neo
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. And he's been made by the Matrix.
sixth
over
one,
and
yeah,
over.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it makes sense they're making him again.
Well, the
That's
thing,
cool,
I think the
but-
way that they've kind of got round that this time is it's an entirely new Matrix. They
Oh.
had the like that bit was actually quite cool because they had a civil war between the robots.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah, so that I was like, why don't we hear more about that?
Yeah, that'd be
fucking
sick.
wicked.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you're missing out bits.
budget,
man.
though, innit? The budget, man, that'd be a lot of money.
'Cause that-
They don't. It's the Matrix,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah.
getting the budget.
Oh.
The Matrix ain't got to worry about the fucking budget.
Yeah.
The Wachowski, whatever her name is.
See, I was more interested in that than the interpersonal relationship. Mind you, there was still chemistry between Neo and Trinity. That those two are actually they're actually really good. Like all the characters are really good in it. Like
Yeah.
all the new characters, I thought were wicked.
You lot seen this? Riz Ahmed Encounter.
Nice.
Nah.
I saw that. Is it good, yeah?
It's cold.
What's that
Okay,
on?
I need to check that. Amazon
Prime.
as well, innit?
Yeah, man.
They're
Same,
killing
man.
it. Yeah, they're killing it.
Big up Bezos.
Yeah.
I mean,
You can fly your fucking metal penis to the moon as much as you want.
as long as you
keep serving up the quality,
listen,
mate.
man. As long as you keep coming with that shit, We're cool. We fuck with you. It's Elon we don't really fuck with, man. 'Cause he ain't really giving us. He ain't really giving us.
Do you know Elon, right? I only found this out and he was doing a meme the other day and I actually
He was
looked it up in a
rich.
shoe. Yeah.
the gems. Wait, did you share that?
Yeah.
I think you shared it. Yeah. You went on. Wait. We got to give Terry his flowers today. Yeah. Terry went on a meme dump.
Yeah.
Shut Instagram down. Like, my Instagram was
the DWE one as well.
He shut it down.
No. So there was basically, I saw it the other day. It was dating older guys is long. They're always trying to get you into old school grime. Shut up, uncle. I don't want to listen to DWE.
Fucking hell.
But the Elon Musk one, I didn't actually know that until... Because I thought he came up with Tesla and I thought it was all his inventions. It's not at all. He's just a rich kid.
Yeah.
Just a rich kid that bought his way into stuff.
Yeah.
I fucking had no idea. I respect him even less now.
Yeah.
And he like, he's a bad
cunt.
person, man.
He's a shitbag.
Yeah, I heard a lot of stuff saying he's a cunt.
And Tesla's not a good company. Like, they're I know that they're the pioneers, they're at the forefront, but Tesla cars, man, they got a lot to.
What, they shit?
They're not shit, but
I mean, I could respect
of
him
them
if
aren't.
it was his concept,
Yeah.
and he wanted to come up with a greener car and like kind of less like.
But then he's got these stupid ideas about that. You know, the underground fucking car tunnels around LA.
See,
and all
if
that.
he had actually come up with Tesla, I'd be like, okay, yeah, all right, I kind of get what. But he didn't. He just bought his way in.
Oh, damn.
It's the whole fucking submarine thing as well. Like when the miners were trapped, like and there was like did you hear about that?
No.
So I think the bloke ended up losing his court case on it, but there was an English. You know when was it the school football team or something that got trapped in there? All the school kids that got trapped in there. Can't even remember where it was.
In a mine.
Yeah, they got trapped in a mine, like underwater or something.
Fuck. Oh, in America, wasn't it?
I can't even remember, you know. It might have been.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, this last 2 years have been mental, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's been so much shit that's happened. So he was coming up with an idea with like a submarine that could go under, like drill through and save them all.
Like Teenage Mutant Hero Ninja Turtles.
Apparently so, yeah. But this other guy who was actually like a deep sea diver, like submarine expert, whatever, he came out and challenged it a little bit and said it's a good idea, but we'll do this. Elon Musk got on Twitter and called him a paedophile.
What the
Because he challenged his idea, and the fucking guy tried to sue him for it afterwards, and he lost the court case. But like, how fucking mad is that?
How can he lose a court case if it's
Because
defamation
he's
like
got
that?
great fucking lawyers. I have no idea.
What the fuck?
But yeah, did you see fucking Eric Clapton sued that woman?
Yeah.
What a fucking cunt.
No, what's that?
So Eric Clapton
is a cunt.
We've established this a long time ago that he's a proper cunt.
Yeah.
So this
Like
German
Morrissey as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Morrissey
Is a cunt.
terrible as well.
I was sad
They're just
about that because I like a couple of his tunes.
Morrissey got some bangers, man.
Yeah.
Everybody says that.
Carter got some bangers too, though, but he
Yeah,
stole them.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, cunt still.
So this German woman was selling a bootleg version, or apparently a bootleg version, of one of his live concerts on eBay. It was her late husband's CD collection that she was selling. So it's not like she was mass producing them or anything like that. But instead of issuing like a takedown, whether it came directly from Eric Clapton or not, but it was Eric Clapton was the plaintiff in the court case. He sued her for selling it for infringement of copyright, and she had to pay all the fucking court costs on it.
What the fuck? How much was she selling it for?
I have
About
no
£3 or something?
$9.99 apparently.
£8.45 or something.
What the hell? What a dick.
What a fucking cunt.
What a fucking weirdo.
What a cunt.
Why is he doing that?
Because he's a cunt.
Eric Clapton, you are living
Eric
your karma.
Clapton.
Eric
Yeah.
Clapton, you are living your karma. You're living your karma, bruv. Your life has been absolutely fucked because you're an absolute cunt.
Yeah.
Every bit of pain you've been through, you deserve.
Yeah. You're a cunt, mate.
A lot of people are living their karma, man. It's nuts. I just see it. I see it.
They don't live it too fucking quick though.
Yeah, not enough. But, I mean, it is what it is.
See, this is what my students buy me.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Buy you rum and all. And fucking vodka.
Christmas
That-
presents.
that's
Do you want to
decent.
see? Oh, hold on.
I didn't get fuck all from my students. All I got from
My
them
students
was-
are all
I just
adults
got
though, innit?
assessments to mark. That's all I got.
So I got that one.
What is that?
That's alcoholic tea.
Oh, shit. That's made. How could you didn't think of that, bro? That's your shit.
Smell it.
Wow.
You could have called it rave tea.
Yeah.
That one.
Drum and bass rave tea. Get your rave tea.
Yeah. Do you know what that would work? I get Nicky Black Market
Come on.
promoting it as well.
So it's 50%. That's 50%. I can't remember where she's
I
from.
taste a bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Say.
It's pretty fucking alcoholic though.
Yeah, it says 52%.
Like 52%. Yeah.
Fuck.
That's
That's
cool.
50%.
He drives a Jaguar. He's alright.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, just put in auto drive.
Yeah.
That's what all the other 90-year-olds who drive those cars do. Put in cruise control.
I was thinking about selling it. I was trying to sell it.
He's trying to sell it to me. I'm like, bro, I'm good, man.
Mate, you have to.
All right.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking strong.
Wait, that's 50 as well.
Yeah. 52.
No.
Oh, that's nice.
That's 52%.
Yeah, it's wicked.
So what?
Goes down easy, doesn't it?
So it's got tea in it. It's got black tea in
It's
it.
tea, yeah.
Bro, what the fuck? Where'd you hear that from?
Slovakian. One of my students.
Sick.
He's like a Slovakian ex-soldier. He's fucking wicked. He's off his tits though.
Wait. He's anything. He's saying some real shit. What's this?
That looks like a urine sample, but it's not. It's a whiskey. One of my students sells whiskey.
Oh, okay.
And she bought me like a load of samples. That
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
The other stuff went like it was
Yeah.
unbelievable. Like this is all like kind of £300 a bottle
rough.
whiskey.
Yeah.
And she just bought me like a load of samples. It's like drink champs, isn't
We
it?
be getting fucking lit out here, man. We be getting lit out
See
here.
how much I actually drink though. Like
He's like, "None."
I've had that for 6 months. I've had that for about 2 months. These two, like the student who bought it for me, we drank it together the other day on my last day here. I was off my tits leaving here. I offered that much fucking vodka.
Yeah.
I'm cool with the Rubicon, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
like
do that. We'll do that.
that got left round. That got left here. I had like an open day, and someone just left it here. That got bought for me the day after. I was like, fucking lit Christmas. Rubicon,
Come on, man.
vodka.
Put those hands together.
We in here.
Put those hands together,
That
man.
tastes mad sweet, man.
Yeah, you can just drink it.
Yeah.
Like you could add a little bit of water to it. You don't really need to add any mixer to it.
no.
It's
Well,
nice,
I've got
man.
awards as well. You know what? I'm gonna get this shit, man.
It's nice.
Where'd you get it from? Do you have to order it from? Where's it from?
No, I think he just bought it back. Like he
Oh.
he just came back from Slovakia.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever had Unicum?
Never.
That stuff. That fucking stuff, man.
Unicum.
Unicum, yeah.
So it's like
Unicum.
unicorns come.
Yeah, if you wanna picture it that way, if it's easier for you, then yeah.
The fuck, man. I don't know what's going on right now.
Hungarian.
Hungarian.
It's like their
unicorn
version of.
semen.
It's like their version of Jaeger.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That stuff is fucking unbelievable, man.
I've done one rave in Germany and they had a Jaeger machine.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
The machine.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
It was like, and these two ladies were serving it.
Yeah.
And you go up and they give you the special Jaeger, like tall shot
yeah.
glass.
Yeah, the shot glass like
And then
that.
just the guy was going over and up because in Germany
The
you have to
cold
MC
Jaeger.
for about 6 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just going up there and by the end of it I was battered.
In
man.
Germany, Jaeger is like Red Bull. It's just fucking
Yeah.
everywhere. They sponsor everything.
But it's
like-
alcoholic though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alcoholic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was-
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, you get fucked off of it.
So what is it? What is in it?
It's herbs, isn't it? It's herbs and spices and that kind of
Oh.
stuff. It was used as like is a hunting aid. So when they used to go out and hunt like wild boar, they used to drink Jaeger as like a kind of a medicine, a heat up kind of thing.
Yeah.
When they come back from the hunts.
Yeah, it does warm you up, man.
Yeah, it does warm you up,
You feel like-
100%.
you feel you're like, oh shit.
Mate, I was in China once, just when Jaeger bombs came around.
Yeah.
I was in China.
Jaeger bombs when you put it in Red Bull, isn't it?
Yeah, when you we drop the little glass of Red Bull and shoot it. And we went to this real nice fucking restaurant before the gig.
Yeah.
And the guy said to me, "What do you want to drink?" And I was like, "Oh, can I have one beer and can I have a Jaeger bomb?" And he was like, "Jaeger, what's a Jaeger bomb?" And I was like, "It's Red Bull and Jaeger." And he's like, "Okay, like that." So he went off, and I saw the bar woman looking mad confused, and she went like that. So I served up the beer, and then came back with this cocktail glass like that.
What the fuck?
Like with all the fucking sparklers coming out of it.
Yeah.
With like an actual Jaeger and Red Bull cocktail. I was off my tits, mate. There was probably about a fucking pint of Jaeger in it.
Yeah.
It's fucking wicked though. I was sitting there sipping it all night.
Yeah.
It's like doing cocaine. Like honestly, like doing Jaeger bombs is like fucking a line of cocaine.
Fucking hell.
Not that I've ever done it,
Yeah.
but like it's it's fucking mad.
You say you never done cocaine?
Yeah, no, I never done anything
I'm
like
pretty
that.
sure on this podcast, pretty sure that's out the window.
Yeah, who am I talking to? No one ever fucking listens to this anyway, do they?
Fucking hell.
Oh wait, hold on. You can get this at Tesco.
What,
Can you?
the
Wicked.
teeth thing?
Yeah.
Wicked, get it.
Might get some on the way home tonight. What else
Did you try it? Did you try it?
No, I'm driving, man. I have a Jaguar.
No, I mean, like, I just had one unit.
I know, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
if you get stopped by the police
Yeah.
and you're over the limit,
You don't get stopped in a Jaguar though, do they? Cause like,
yeah, but it's like super rare.
Yeah,
what
but
they might do,
I'm under the limit anyway.
I know, but what I'm saying,
Yeah.
even if they see you, they go, oh, there's a black guy driving a fucking Jaguar.
Yeah.
That doesn't look right. We'll pull him over. He's obviously stolen. He's obviously stolen it from some old white man. Yeah, right. So they pull you over. But once you give them your license, they're like, oh, it's yours.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, cool, mate.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And even if they breathalyzed you and they're like, oh, you're way over the limit. If they, oh no, that's your Jaguar.
They just do this and go like that and give me the.
Off you go, sir.
That's
Off
like
you
in
go.
that.
That's
What's
weird.
that?
He's a bit young to be in the Knights of the Round Table.
What's that program Watchmen, innit? When they're doing that, they all started doing that, didn't they? They were like Cyclops.
Yeah, that's your people, man.
That's them, yeah.
You'll be cool.
I'll do that to them if they call me over.
What the fuck else has been going on in the world? I feel like we've missed bare shit. The bare shit gets spoken
That
about.
geezer, Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye.
Nah, fuck TV shit. We don't.
I've
have
only
TV
seen
shit.
2 episodes.
New Nas album.
Alright, let's do the new Nas album. I'm
Yeah,
halfway
yeah.
through that. I didn't listen to all of it.
Definitely my favourite Hit Boy album. Out of the Nas albums, he's definitely my favourite Hit Boy album.
So I was talking to
How
Colin,
recent is this one?
Last
Christmas
week.
Day.
Oh shit,
yeah.
I ain't heard it yet.
So I think Nas deserves to be on lots of people's top 10 lists. I think Nas is a really good lyricist. I think Nas is like integral to what hip hop is. I'm not a Nas fan, man.
No, you're not.
I'm just like
I'm not a fan of seeing him perform live. I've seen him perform live and it was terrible. But when his albums, like obviously Illmatic and then It Was Written, I like them. And in his last one, I thought that was right.
See, I like what he did vocally with this album. I think out of that first track, I think he came with like kind of a considered style. He didn't just do the I'm Nas and I'm just going to rhyme loads of words together.
because I hate that shit.
Yeah. I don't like it when he does that. I mean, I'll always like it because it's Nas, but at the same time, it's just like...
Thing is, his voice, yeah, he ain't got the kind of voice that goes on like the new clubby kind of beats.
No, not at all.
And when he started doing, like Hate Me Now and da-da-da, then I was like, what the fuck is this? I didn't
That's
like that
not
song.
good. It doesn't go with him
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
person.
but
No.
when he's on like tunes that have got that jazz kind of vibe,
Second
I
Childhood.
think it really goes well. He goes well on it.
Nas has got some of the best songs ever made.
Yeah.
Nas has done some of the best songs ever made. There's one song on the album where he talks about people acting like they know what's better for him.
Yeah.
Right, to me,
Yeah.
that's where Nas should be all the time.
100%.
Yeah, because Nas, you got to be like, I'm that guy, innit? Like,
When it,
But then again, I thought Uchi Wally he did well on that one.
No, he was the shittest one on Uchi Wally.
Who else was on it?
Jungle's verse was fucking great.
Yeah, Jungle's
Like
song,
Horse's
innit?
verse was fucking great.
Yeah.
Like all of them lot, and he obviously spat what he spat, and he did really well at it, but he just didn't sound right in that environment.
Oh.
Like for me, it's just like, all right, it's Nas doing sexy stuff. Like,
Yeah.
but there's a verse on the album where he talks about he should have done like the Give Me the Loot remix for Biggie and all that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Like that's perfect.
yeah,
That's Nas.
Yeah,
Like,
because I want to hear that's why I love Life is Good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Life is Good is, if you're going to say top 50 albums of the decade, or whenever that came out,
Yeah.
that has to be on it. And that's
Yeah, yeah.
album of the year, whatever year that came out.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's the Nas I always want to hear.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I just don't hear that. And even sometimes when I do hear that, I'm just like, you're kind of phoning it in. Like, you know what you're doing is you're just gonna say some words that are kind of long, and you're gonna talk about she from the hood. She only got 2 cents in her pocket, cuts in her arm, and then you're gonna go, and everyone's gonna go, oh, that's so deep.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna go, but she really a god. Like, he's gonna do that, innit? And I just made that's off the top of my fucking head, yeah. But that's a Nas thing to do.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, oh, he's so deep, and it's like, nah, it's not. It's really formulaic, and I don't want to hear that anymore. I just want to hear you talk about your life.
See,
Maybe
talking
he
about-
doesn't have anything to talk about. Like,
He
there's some MCs. Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, innit? But like, there's certain MCs, and when they rap, yeah, it sounds like they're already dead. Do you know what I mean?
In what way? In a voice way or in like what they're saying?
Just everything. There's no vibe. It's just they just
Okay,
died.
yeah.
They're already their whole. It's like when they might have got rhythm.
Say me some names, man. Give me some names.
I can't say their names because they'll get upset because I know them, but they just sound like they're already dead. They died.
Alright, I'll tell you what. Give me the name and I'll beep it out. But let me know like what you're let me know what you're talking about. I promise I'll beep it out. But face away from the camera, yeah. So you have to play your mouth.
Do this.
No, it's not, it doesn't make any
Terror
difference.
Slim. No,
I
don't mean that, Terror.
Never.
No, it don't make any difference like who it is, but it's just like there's some rappers that just sound like they're already dead.
Sit back a little bit.
Oh, they just sound like they died already, innit? So, and then when they're rapping, there's just nothing.
All right, so
like,
I want to hear Nas talk about his business and like stuff like that. I want to hear him talk real shit about, and I want to hear him talk about like back in the day. There's a point where he says on the new album, me, Jay, and Biggie are like Cole, Drizzy, and Kendrick or whatever. Stuff like that. I want to hear that kind of stuff of him. I like that kind of stuff.
And he does that when he's with Jay-Z, because Jay-Z does it all the time.
Yeah. So, what I like about the Hit Boy albums, right, is talking about formulaic. I think Nas has found a level with Hit Boy where he doesn't have to have shit beats to do what he does on them. Like, because nothing against Hit Boy, I think he's actually really good. But I heard someone say the other day on a podcast that if you had an algorithm that just made current hip hop beats,
It sound like Hit Boys.
it sound like Hit Boy.
what style?
Which isn't really a diss.
It's just soulful, like pretty melodic.
Okay.
It's good. Like it's good. Like it's none of them stick out.
Ninth Wonder kind of vibe. Or
No,
Not even as bouncy or soully as Ninth Wonder.
Nah. Kind of borderline poppy at the same time as being a little bit boom bap.
Safe.
And say real safe.
Okay.
100% safe. Like they sound like algorithm beats. They sound like if you were to get like a new DAW, if they were to release a new DAW tomorrow, there would be the stock standard beats that show you what you can do with that DAW. They'd be algorithm. They'd be Hit Boy beats. But I really like that because Nas can just. Because obviously he's picking beats that he can just do what he does over the top of. And I think it's a very safe bet that he's with... I mean, I do miss... You know when Nas would release an album and he'd drop a tune just before like, what's it called, that New York girls, them are mad over
Love
me,
that shit.
New York. And there'd be that one tune that
Nasty
dropped
Nose,
before the
Nasty
album.
Nose, yeah, the
it's
banger.
It's what everybody wanted. And everybody goes, Nas is back, he's back to his did like... And then the rest of the album come out and you go, oh yeah, there's some good tunes on it. I kind of like it. But
Made you look.
Yeah, that was an example of that, definitely.
See, that's the thing. See, like to me, like Nas can make bangers and Nas can make deep songs. And it's like, to me, and I get what Nas is saying about everyone knows what I should do, yeah? Like, he just wants to do what he does. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And it's like, who the fuck am I to say, Nas, you should, like, Nas is Nas, innit? Like, Nas is God MC. Yeah. Like, Nas is solidified in that shit. No one can tell Nas anything on any level. But as a consumer, it's just never going to be, like, for me, the way it was. Like, to me...
I wouldn't say he's a God MC.
Oh, he definitely is.
No, because
because the live performance just ain't good. It's not cutting it.
Yeah,
someone like Big Daddy Kane, I would say he's a God MC. Yeah.
No, because I'm not listening to Big Daddy Kane's albums anymore.
Yeah, but see, when I talk about MC, I'm saying about the live element, the master of ceremonies element. That, do you know what I mean? So Nas, I'd say he's a God rapper. But not a good MC.
Nah, because
like,
I don't. No.
All that.
All right, cool. But I say live is a totally different element of being an artist. And I don't think there's a lot of artists that can even really stand on that level. Like who? Because if we talk about the best MCs, we say the top live performers or the top MCs. We talk about Jay-Z. We talk about Eminem. We talk about
Busta
Snoop.
Rhymes.
Without even Busta Rhymes, I'm saying like performers. They're not that great performers. Right, cool. Right. Busta Rhymes. Totally different thing.
Thing.
Know what I mean?
But that's the thing.
That's why I wouldn't class them.
Drake, totally different thing.
Yeah,
Drake can perform.
That's why
Kanye West.
Yeah, that's why. That's
but
why. But
Doom as well. Like Doom is held up as like one of the best that ever did it. His live shows, if it was even him that was there, I've seen him like 2 or 3 times, and his live shows were great. They weren't like. I wasn't like, but go and see Ghostface live, and it's a totally different thing. Like Ghostface has got the entire crowd. I'm not even talking Wu-Tang Clan. I'm talking Ghostface and Ray together. Ray's all right, but Ghostface has got the entire crowd in his hand the entire time.
Like J. Rue the Damager, he's got the crowd. That's the MC thing, I think.
Yeah,
like, whereas the rapper thing is, I would say it's a separate thing, isn't it?
What's his name? Like if I saw Doom, I wouldn't expect Doom to be like crazy anyway.
Nah.
Like same with Earl Sweatshirt. When I saw Earl Sweatshirt, I wasn't even a big fan of Earl at the time. And I remember looking at like seeing the live show and just being like, man, this is like super dead.
Yeah.
But like, it's supposed to be because that's his music.
100%.
And if I was hip to his music how I am now, I'll be there. Like, you're not supposed to be jumping up in there. You're supposed to be just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Smoked out and bumping your head to it. And it's like...
Yeah, when
it's like in the drum and bass scene, there's certain MCs on the scene who've got really, really good lyrics, and they're really got clever lyrics. But
I don't think you can compare the two because
performance is not as good as some of the other ones.
Because the drum and bass MCs have to
crowd control is mad,
but they have to exist in that space. Like drum and bass MCs have to exist in that space.
Yeah, but some of them even they don't.
But
hip hop MCs don't necessarily.
Yeah. True.
You say that, but then they do because you have to be like. I guess you could take away the last 2 years as an anomaly on Earth, but before that, you had to be able to perform. But I think the difference is.
Yeah, but they have to be able to perform. But there's plenty of MCs out there that aren't very good that sell out shows every single week.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Big Up Sneak Bro, but the first time I saw Sneak Bro perform, this was at, I think it was like an SBTV event, and he came on and stood in one spot. You couldn't even tell it was him. He had his hood right over his head, and he just did his tracks. I think he did like 2 tracks, 3 tracks, and bounce.
Yeah.
Crowd were going fucking crazy the whole time.
Yeah.
They didn't care. They just wanted to hear that song. And then when Mike Righteous came on, Mike Righteous went wild, jumping around, doing like how we used to do, like. And the crowd still, you know what I mean? The crowd went. People just kind of know what to expect from their artists.
It's like Cassie's dead as well. Like Cassie's dead. I've seen him a couple of times, like doing support slots and stuff. It's how I found out about him. I fucking love Cassie's dead. It's not totally my bag, but I really, really respect what he does. Live, he's just there. It sounds like his records. He's not jumping around the stage.
He can't. He'll fucking die.
I saw him at what was it?
He got a fucking Perspex mask on.
Yeah,
He'll
the
die.
mask on. He had a woman who's dragging around by a lead round her neck with like some gimp thing or something. It was just all a bit weird, isn't it? I was like, what he's doing?
But that's the image. That's the music. That's the thing, isn't it?
That's
But
the show.
but the what was I saying? Yeah, so like a lot of these thing is now a lot of these tunes blow up online, innit? So when people like they get signed, but it's not that whole performance, being in the clubs, working your way up.
They never had to.
Yeah, they never had to. Yeah, that's the thing. So then you get a lot of these rappers now who give crap live performances, but that's not their fault. Like maybe it's because of the way the game's been going.
And they never seen it. Like I came up like watching Skinny Man, watching Fallacy, like watching these guys perform, watching Black Twang, and just going, oh, that's how you perform.
Yeah,
cool. It wasn't a case of, oh, I'm gonna have to like. How do I do that? No, that's how you perform. You don't go in a car and be like, oh, I'm gonna turn this way. The steering wheel's there. That's how you drive.
But that's like Chester P, Skinny Man, people like that used to creep on between acts. They weren't even on the fucking bill and come on. Like I saw Chester P do it at Common, or no, Chester P did it at Eminem. And then like Eminem's first ever show over here, and then Skinny Man did it at Common. They came on the stage, performed, got the entire fucking place. Like, because obviously it's Chester Bit, like he knows half the people in the crowd anyway. But that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to be at these gigs and stuff like that. But I just don't think that exists. That doesn't really exist in the way that it used to.
Because now you just blow up online, innit? Or you know, you get.
Yeah, but a lot of these small shows don't exist anymore anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
They're like there just isn't the clubs to like kind of for people to cut their teeth in to learn how to fucking perform in. And there's a stadium or nothing.
And we had some safe spaces to perform in, like Trinity for us. That was our front room, right? So we could turn up there every
gladiator
week.
Training, isn't it?
And we're like in a place where we're super comfortable, like. All the places that you need to be sharp in your craft, we were done it. So studio, we spent our hours in the studio. Live, we spent our hours doing the live stuff and just learning, because like even when we first started doing the live performances, for some reason I've always been like blow my own trumpet. I've always been good at the live stuff because I'm a bit of a show off, innit? So when you're on stage, that's your time to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was always my little bit. Yeah, cool, I'm gonna do my thing. But Teva was never like, he was never like, he never looked that comfortable on stage when he first started in Trinity. But after doing it for so long, it becomes real comfortable. Then once we start going on tour and he's doing his shows and stuff, Teva's fucking terror, innit? He's like, he's as good as everybody else. And it's just like being able to have that rather than you see somebody like, I bring up Rams so many times, man, but you see Rams, having a big hit, like a number one charting hit, never really done shows. Now you're doing the bigger shows in the world, bigger shows in the country, and you just don't know how things are supposed to work.
Nah.
Like you know what I mean? Your monitor's off. You don't know how to figure out what you need to do to sing your song in key.
Yeah.
Like all these little things. Everyone's
yeah.
cussing him. Oh, you're out of tune. You're shit. Nah, I just.
But
didn't.
if you've never dealt with an in-ear monitor before, then you're like, if you've never dealt with wedge monitors before,
why
stuff
are
like
the
that.
labels giving them a little bit of coaching?
Because there's no artist development.
Why?
Because there's no artist development.
has
but I'm not saying that they have to go through months of it. They can even just 2 weeks of it.
They
Or just
probably-
a week of showing them how to do it and what the things could go wrong.
Why? Okay, but why?
They need to hire us as consultants, man.
But
That's
why
what
though?
they
But
get
why?
fucking money, man.
But why?
If they're not earning money off of it,
Why do they need to hire us?
No. Why do they need to artist development? Because your track was blowing up.
Yeah.
We saw your track blowing up. We signed your track for some silly amount.
Yeah.
We paid you 50 bags for your track that we're now making hundreds of thousands off.
Yeah.
We're cool. We got the publishing on that as well. We're cool forever.
Yeah.
If you come and go, we don't care.
Yeah.
If anything, we would rather you not go because we don't want to give you any money. We don't want you to recoup. Like, just get out of the way. You know what I mean?
well, it's a different genre, but Adele, she'd never played a fucking, like, she released her first album, she'd never played any shows before. Her first show was over there at Wembley Stadium.
Fucking
She'd
hell,
literally
man.
never, like, all the way up to, like, her album breaking records, like her, like, after the massive hits and all that kind of stuff, she'd never played a live show.
And was she good?
Of course she was,
the
but I
first-
guarantee it's different though.
She had artist development.
Oh,
She had, like,
she would excel.
yeah.
They're doing it properly. They're not. They're sitting down with you and telling you all the things you need to do. Because number one, again, it's a whole different thing. They're not looking at her like she's just one of them.
Nah.
She's the fucking label. She keeps the lights on. So we're gonna make sure that you're in a position. So all the things you need to know, you know. So when you hit the stage, you come out the way you're supposed to come out. And now look at her, man. She's fucking. On stage, she's exquisite. She knows what to do. She knows how to do her crowd interaction. She's got that all down because she's Adele now. Like, and she wasn't. You know what I mean, it's taken a while for her to get to where she is.
But it's mad. Look at like Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran came up in pretty much the same scene as like a lot of the grime artists, a lot of hip hop artists did the same shows and stuff like that.
Yep.
Brilliant on stage, like absolutely like phenomenal on stage because he cut his teeth.
Thousands of shows.
Thousands of shows beforehand. Busking for fuck's sake, like. But if that isn't important, or no one tells you that's important up to a certain point, when you release that track, goes viral, I don't know, get 10 million streams or whatever, someone says, do you want to do a show? I've never done a show up until this point. Because there isn't the fucking venues around to be able to do that shit. And if that's not important to your scene, the scene that you came up in, then it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And these are internet artists.
Huh?
These are all internet artists. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of internet artists out there. And
So what does that mean for the future then?
it means for the future, it means it's like anything, yeah? If you're good at performing and you have those, if you got those things on lock, you're going to do well. Like, that's the way it goes. I still get jobs and still get stuff, not because I'm the best, but because I've been consistent and they know what I bring to the table. They know what I can do. So even if you've got someone who might be better known, they're like, yo, we can't. You've seen this before. We've seen people headlining shows that we've been supporting. Our show's been a better show.
Yeah.
And then they're headlining and we just sit back and just go,
Yeah.
you can't. Like, that's the way it goes, man.
Yeah.
But see with like my students, innit? So I've shown them, because we do about performance and everything, innit? So I show them videos of like some of these artists that have got internet hits and then they're performing and we critique it, innit? and then I'll give him advice about how to do this and that and all the rest of it.
Do you just go, he's a prick? He's a prick.
Nah.
I'm trying to send him a CD.
I never bring my personal life into anything, innit? But it's like, yeah. Then the one that one guy I told all this shit to, he took it on board, innit? And then they performed, killed it.
Yeah.
Because he knew how to hold the mic properly. He wasn't shouting into it. He was like crystal clear.
But the thing about it is, like, performing and recording in the studio is a completely different world to being out on stage. Yeah, they're two totally different things. So you shouldn't just because you're good at one, consider yourself good at the other. They both take training.
For real. Like with me, like before, I was going into studio and telling the engineer, turn the music up so it feels like I'm in a rave, and then I'll spit like that. So that's why I was spitting and it was going like a higher voice, because when you're shouting a bit, it naturally makes your voice higher.
Yep.
Now when I'm recording, I'll just spit in a low voice, and I'm liking hearing how I'm doing it now better than back then.
100%.
But back then it kind of made sense to me, because that was what I was used to. I came up in the live performance circuit before going into studio.
Yeah.
So
one of the hardest learning curves, especially for DJs as well, is learning how to use a monitor. Understanding what a monitor does and how to use it. Because if you DJed in your bed, you could be the best DJ in your bedroom. You could be the best rapper, you could be the best singer or whatever. If you've only ever been in like a bedroom or studio environment, actually understanding how sound works and what a monitor does is fucking hard, man. If you've never done it before, if you've never been in that situation, it'll fuck you up, man. I train people to use the monitor in here. It's hard, man.
What do you mean to like listen in one earphone and then the monitor?
No, using the actual fucking booth monitor, like, so not monitoring off the front of house.
Oh, okay.
So no, like, and it's the same with everything. You need the wedge monitors. You need you need the actual monitoring, and you need to understand how the sound dynamic works. Otherwise, you're completely out of time with everything.
The other day, when I did the Mobo performances, right? So one of the things is cool, because like at that level, everyone can make good music, right? So you're working with you're performing to performers, right? And everyone's performing, and everyone's got two things. They're talented, and they got good
and
songs.
COVID.
Luckily, no one had COVID in that building. But like the talent is on a level, right? So we're all on a kind of like an even kill. We've all got some sick songs, and the only thing that's gonna get you above anyone else is your performance. Like, how do you perform the song? How do you interact with the crowd? And it's funny because it's like,
but the crowd they had was all performers.
All performers, which is cool anyway, because the thing when you deal with performers know what a performer wants. So performers are always going to be more vocal than a normal person just kind of sitting
unless
there.
They're haters.
Nah, but in that environment, you're just not going to get that. Everyone's kind of, it's a family vibe, and everyone's just like,
like
cool.
Darius in fucking, what was that? Old thing. Remember the guy Darius? It was like, there's so much
stars.
love in this room or something. That Pop Idol.
Pop Idol.
The first ever series. But
that's how it is, because everyone's happy to be there, right? So everyone's just like, everyone's cheering.
Oh yeah, that fucking tool. Yeah, I remember. The guy with the long hair. Yeah.
So like, so for me, I know like this is my, it's like home turf for me. Like, I know what to do, and everyone else is like sitting at the front. I'm right at the back, because I want to see like how everyone performs. I want to see how they move. I want to see what they do. I want to see who figures out that the light doing the backdrop shines on your face. If you go too far back, it goes on your face. We can't see you. All that stuff. I'm just looking like, who's figuring this stuff out? And not like, some of them get it, some of them don't. And it's the ones who didn't get it, who didn't go further. Like, just knowing little things. The show doesn't start when your track starts. The show starts when you step on the stage. Like,
what is it, this mobile? I
can't really talk too much about it, bro. You get me? It's one of them ones. You get me? Like, it's you got.
So you got to do like stages. There's
no, it's done. That's done. No, I'm free.
Okay.
I got my. You know what I mean? But like, and we're going over things. So basically, they help you with art. It's really artist development. So
sick.
It's like a year of artist development. But yeah, man, like, you know me, when I step on stage, there's gonna be certain things, and I've even been thinking of like this year, I wanna tour again, or next year anyway, and thinking about like, how do you make the show better? Like, how do you make the show more engaging to the audience? Like, what do you add to it? Performance can't be how I before. My style of performance was jump on stage, go crazy, shout as much, jump in the crowd. Ah, listen, I'm 40 years old, man. I can't do that shit. Like, I'll be out of breath after 3 songs. So I've got to figure out, how do you make a 20-minute, 30-minute, 40-minute set?
One of the
makes sense.
best artists I seen do PA was, I think it was Tipper Irie.
Yeah.
He was sick. That was in a few years ago in East somewhere. I can't remember where. But he done a PA, and he was wicked, man. But he didn't have to move. He wasn't moving all that much. He was using the space of the stage, no jumping around or anything. He was just walking, but it was just wicked. Everything he was doing was just, it was all like.
Yeah, it's just those little things, bruv. Like interaction, making sure your mic ain't too loud, making sure the sound's sorted, like your selection of songs. Don't play songs too long. All these little things, man.
Yeah.
Just being at home on stage as well. Like once you get on there. And like you said, one of the most important things is realising that the show doesn't start with the intro of your first song.
No.
Knowing that you can get on stage and start engaging people before that. And that's feeling comfortable on stage.
Yeah. Sometimes I play that shit out though. Sometimes, I'll like go on and they'll be like, Genesis Elijah, and I'll go on and I won't look at the crowd, I won't say nothing. I'll just have my head down.
Then you turn around and your cock's out.
Me too, motherfuckers! I just be like, just super low in it, just like with the mic, and then just start the first song, and then just from there use that little bit, that little bit of mystique for everyone just going like, oh, what the fuck's going on here? Just get them, and then go, all right, cool, warmed up, let's go. But yeah, I actually can't wait to like.
Did you lot watch that podcast I sent you, taking the piss taking the Joe Rogan podcast?
No, all that stuff that you send in there.
Everything you send, I just delete.
Bro, you're a cunt. I'm sending you jewels in there, man.
You're sending the jewels. They're like 3 hours long.
The podcast was 12 hours long.
The one that you sent the other day about he shall not be.
No, the Zuby one. That shit was funny, man. The guy was cussing Zuby, and then he goes, let me check his music out, and he's got a whole nother extra podcast.
I felt bad for my man.
We talking about Zuby can fucking take it. So you can do what you can do. You're a big boy. You can fucking take that shit.
Yeah.
But he started talking, then he just stopped for ages.
Did he?
Yeah.
You saw your net wasn't buffering or something?
No. Because he was keeping up with the chat room that was going on. This is a lot.
Like Twitch or something, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought, all right, I'm going to go for a dump. I'm going to watch this while I go for a dump. I'm going to give this 20 minutes because that's usual dump time.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I can't watch this. This is really hurting me.
Yeah. Watch that Joe Rogan one I sent you. Office Hours, Tim Heidecker. You heard of him, Tim Heidecker?
If the name rings a bell.
He's jokes, man. But basically what he's playing is his role is a shit comedian.
Right.
So everything he does is just him like being shit.
Comedian.
Yeah. But it's funny, man. When they did the Joe Rogan one, that was jokes. But like something you said before, because they're talking about some comedy routine this other guy does. He just gets his dick out on stage. He's like, look at me, motherfucker.
We got to do something, man. We got to get a banner as well. Like, all that shit, man.
Let's just copy the Joe Rogan's background, innit? Like, have the HDMI thing. What's it called?
What's our podcast called?
How you doing, mate?
Have
that in the neon.
It doesn't even know the name of our podcast.
The neon. In the neon,
I was struggling then. When you started saying it, I was like,
what's he talking about?
It's HDMI cables.
Wait, do we do a podcast?
Are you filming this?
Fucking cunt! Turn that shit off!
And that's some wooden planks.
I'll tell you another thing about sexy music. What?
Oh fuck! Alright, so what's the fucking New Year's resolutions, man?
Don't be a cunt like it is every year.
Cool.
I find it quite hard though.
My one
not
is
easy.
to stop trying as hard as I try to work. Stop working as hard as I work.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool. My one's to stop not being a millionaire.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Because I've not been a millionaire for like 40 years now.
This geezer I know got an NFT thing, and he did well off it. He went on holiday.
Yeah.
No, he bought something. He bought something for like because he's got a whole family as well. He bought something not off the NFTs, but he's got a family. Took them all on holiday.
I know, like
Like he bought something for like 300 quid,
Right.
and he sold it for like over 10 bags, and then he's gone on holiday.
NFTs are a scam, but you can make money from it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like what I've seen about
if
NFT
anything
thing,
like NFTs,
Yeah.
I'm actually in the NFT game as we speak,
Yeah.
right?
Scam.
As a creator.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do it, see what happens from it, and if something cool happens from it, cool.
Yeah.
I'll get some money from it. But I've never seen a bubble more prone to burst in my entire life than fucking NFTs, man.
So I've got one mate. He's really going in hard on the NFT
Yeah.
thing, and he's doing all right. But then
God, this mate who got into NFTs and he went on
You were on holiday, man, with his whole family, for all of it.
but that's quite good though, isn't it?
It's
You
wicked,
imagine
yeah.
you put 300
You can't-
and you got 15 grand out of it.
Yeah, you can't.
Good.
That's a
But
good
then-
fucking holiday, 15 grand. How many people in his family?
Fucking lot.
Where'd they go?
I don't know.
Mauritius.
Somewhere nice.
Yeah.
Dubai.
Somewhere warm, innit? You're going somewhere warm. But the flipping the fuck was I saying? Yeah, then there's this. Have you seen that geezer Gary V?
Yeah.
Of course.
Have you seen his NFTs?
Yeah,
Nah.
the little pigs or whatever, little doodles.
Just stop
The
fucking
problem is, this is the
Ridiculous,
problem. This is the
innit?
problem. The NFT,
Yeah.
the NFT, what you're buying, you're not buying the image. You're buying the data that links to the image.
Yeah.
So then it's like, what are we fucking doing here, man?
Yeah.
But
that's why-
things are worth what
People say they are.
Yeah.
say they're worth. Like, and that's
Snoop
it.
Dogg's, you see Snoop's one?
Nah.
It's a really badly drawn cartoon.
See, that's the thing. It's like, so it's not work. It's like, yeah, what are we doing
What's the
here,
point?
man?
Well, that's gonna burst. The bubble's gonna burst, right? So,
But will it though? Because people have been collecting
will.
art for years, haven't they? Like,
Cool, but
yeah,
you're not.
but
But you're
that's
not
not-
connecting art.
It is-
You're collecting data.
You're
not
collecting
even-
data.
You can even change what the art is. You can be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
actually, I want to change that.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, that's weird.
do you
Because
want
this geezer had.
to put your laptop on to charge? By the way,
I want to, but I can't.
yeah,
We ain't got enough outlets.
yeah. I'll sort an outlet.
No, I mean, I can't do both at the same time.
Oh shit.
We have to end the podcast.
Yeah, fuck it. That's a good idea anyway. A mate of mine, right? Pretty famous.
AC, you're supposed to be gone at half past.
Yeah.
A pretty well-known mate of mine links up with another pretty well-known mate. Oh, not mate of mine, mate of his, and they made some NFTs, right? The NFT in itself, in and of itself, is quite an interesting thing. Like it's a stormtrooper's helmet, painted with whatever Leroy wanted to do, right? And they made some serious fucking bag off of it.
Yeah.
They're very well-known people.
That's why
right?
they make the money.
That's why they made the money off of it.
Like Tory Lanes, innit? and all
Exactly.
them.
So
Yeah.
if John from Stoke draws a little picture of a pigeon or something like that and then sells it, people are going to get excited about it right now. But what's the longevity of that?
Yeah.
Like Leroy from The Prodigy doing it.
Yeah.
There's longevity in that because there's a massive fan base. It's like anything in this world. Like if there's a fan base and something to back it, then there's revenue in it.
Yeah.
All right, we have to cut this, but
I got to go get my door keys for my cousin.
cool. Your
That's
cousin,
the most
cousin, the
pedestrian
capitalist.
excuse for leaving.
Your cousin, the
Otherwise,
capitalist.
I can't even get in the fucking house.
Alright, cool. But speaking of there being
See
an
me feeding
audience,
my cat, it'll be Christmas, isn't it?
if there's an
do you do
audience,
Christmas?
can you not shut the fuck up? So I get this
Sorry,
fucking
yeah.
podcast. Fuck you know. If there's an audience for this podcast, we'll carry on doing it next year. So hit us up. Let us know if you want us to carry on, because it's fucking hard at the moment for us all getting together.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna put the effort in, we need to know that you lot are there.
If
but-
you're into it, we'll go down Vista Print. We'll get a fucking
we'll get one of these.
Yeah,
Do all that shit, man, for you motherfuckers. But other than that, I hope you had a great Christmas and I hope you have a great new year. And we will see you in the new year, one way or another, motherfucker.